All right. What's up, dude? Hey, Charlie, do the intro, bro.
What? Intro of what? This?
Yeah, the podcast. Do the intro.
Welcome to the Don't Be Sour pod.
Come on, a little energy.
Okay.
Like,
how's it going, guys? Welcome to the Don't Be Sour pod. Bro, why'd you put me on this spot like that?
act like me.
That's what you always do.
I really
Joe,
don't
give
know.
the intro.
I forgot what you usually say.
I don't know.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to a new episode.
Yeah, you do say that. Usually at that point, I'm like trying to lock in.
It's a little later today. I feel like I got some energy.
Hey, will y'all be honest with me? I have a question. I want to be.
You know we will. What is it?
I want to be honest.
Yeah.
I have exfoliated twice so far. You can't do it every day because it'll dry it out. But do I look any less shiny?
You do look a little less. I was gonna
It's
say
like a little more matte, but still shiny.
Yeah.
Taylor thinks it's my sunscreen. That's a shiny. She wants to get a matte sunscreen. She wanted to matte me up before the episode a little bit. And I was like, no, I want to go in raw.
Even your wife is like, you look a little shiny.
I mean, you got,
I've been
you got a lot
everyone
of, you got a
around
lot
you.
of highlights on the forehead.
Yeah.
I also have. I mean, this
also the
light's
light.
kind of aimed towards me.
I would say you went from like high gloss to satin.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Yeah, that's a great. Yeah.
Hey, real exciting episode because this one you guys are fully taking.
Wait, really?
Yeah,
That's
go.
today?
That's today.
All right.
I knew you couldn't do it without me.
I
Taking
had
what?
something I wanted to talk about, but I feel
Run
like
the
I
whole
can't.
pod.
Oh.
So
What?
Go.
no, I don't want to.
Hey, why don't we start with saying big congratulations. Shawley jumped
jumped in the
in
pool.
the water without
Oh.
holding his
Thanks.
nose.
Thanks, man. That was good. It was a good, very memorable moment for me. Memorable moment for me in my life. And
Do you like breathe out like when you go in?
well, I'm not gonna lie. The first 2 times I didn't get it on camera, I got a lot of water in my brain, and I was in pain. And I was like, man, fuck this. Like, I have to record myself and prove to you guys that I can
Were
do
you
it.
were you in the pool and then decided to do the challenge, or did you go?
No.
I'm gonna get in my swim trunks and go.
After
do
my
this.
workout, I was like on like this workout high where I was just trying to like defy all odds. And on the drive home,
yeah.
I was playing a song, and I was like, man,
I can do
there's
this.
nothing in my
What's your
life that
hype
I-
up song for breathing out through your nose when you jump in the water?
I don't know. I can't remember what I was listening to, but I remember I said to myself, man, I can do anything that I put my mind to. And when I got home, I was like, man, I smell like shit. But instead of taking a shower, I'm going to prove to myself that I can jump in the pool.
Now, without lying,
Without breathing.
without lying, the first attempt that you tried, did it reaction just you go to hold the nose?
I actually have a video where I, like, right before I jumped in, I went like this and then I pulled my hand away. But I looked so, like, feminine jumping into the pool. Because imagine me, like, trying to, like, decide if I should hold my nose or not before I jump in. So I was in the air like this. But the second time, I did it without it, but it went up my nose. The third time when I got on camera, that was like,
So now you've mastered it.
yeah, I don't prefer to do it, but I can do it. And then I also found out via my DMs that a lot of people actually hold their nose.
They don't.
They don't,
A
bro.
lot of males that follow me.
No.
I guess that says something about me.
I don't think it's a common thing to hold your nose when you jump in the
How do
water.
you, can you dive in the pool?
Hell no.
You've never been able to dive?
when he dies,
Okay, all right.
I'm going in.
You can dive?
Step- yeah.
Like this?
Yeah.
Nah, I've never
I
done
was
that
gonna say
before.
step 2. Now you
It's
now
not
you
an
learn how to
advanced
dive.
move, bro. You can
I
diving
think
isn't an advanced pool
The
move.
one time that I tried to dive, I like ended up like hitting my head at the bottom of the
How
pool.
deep is your pool?
I don't know.
3 feet, bro.
I think,
Just kinda
I think I also realized that diving is just it's not for me.
Well, that could be your next big thing.
Yeah, maybe.
Or maybe not. I don't know if we're supposed to talk about this yet, but didn't your house sold?
Yeah, sold. Yeah.
So what's
What's in the option period?
Well, yeah, but it's a short.
Knock
what
on
happens
wood.
when that? Like, I mean,
Because they can back out. They would lose the earnest money.
Let's go back to the
don't.
pool combo real quick.
Okay.
How many times in a year do you jump in? Have you used your pool? And how many times do you use your pool?
How many times have you gone to the bathroom in your life?
I don't
is
ever
it
use.
often?
I don't like to be honest, and I guess great job bringing it back, but coming back forward.
Yeah.
I know you were probably going to ask if my next house was going to have a pool.
Yeah.
To answer your question, I've probably used my pool in the last 3 years that I've lived in that house for 3 years. 3 years with that house, probably like 11 times.
Okay, I have.
I don't know why. I was like, that's too small, but
I have a longer answer.
Matt, hold up before you answer. You use your. I know you use it, but
You use it more.
I lived in a house that had in Sweetwater house had a pool
oh, I remember swimming
in
there.
in probably 10 times in 2 years.
Really?
Yeah.
Probably
I
10
miss that
times my
house.
entire life. Yeah.
I've
Did you ever go to that house?
Yeah, that's where dudes
Yeah.
learn to swim.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I have a longer answer. First of all, when I bought the house, it just happened to have a pool. I wasn't like trying to buy a house with a pool. It just happened that the house had a pool. So I became pool bra. Now, I don't use the pool frequently, but I look at the stage of my life that I'm at to the point where like I like to have amenities and features that just because I don't use them very often, when I want to use them or when people are over and we can use them, I'm glad that we have them. And the pool is that. Caveat, I hate my current pool because when I designed the backyard, there's nowhere to stand. First of all, I used gray tiles and you just burn your feet the entire time.
Yeah.
And then when I redesigned the backyard, I didn't put any covered area at all. So you're either in the pool
Or hot.
or you're hot.
Feet are burning.
Hot, burning. There's no covered area. Now I had this like little umbrella, right? But depending on where the sun is on the day, like certain parts of the pool. So there's like, you either have to be in the pool or you're just in the sun and there's nowhere to like kind of hang out. So yeah, but like when David comes over, we're in the pool all the time. Like when Taylor's family comes over, like we're in the pool. But like on a regular basis, we don't. But future Max at the new house, pool all the time.
I think I'm gonna use my
I think
pool
you
a
say
lot.
that, but
No. The way that we're designing it, bro, and like
typically
the
when you
features,
don't have a pool. Like when I didn't have a pool, I'd go out of my way to go to friends' houses with pools nonstop. And then when I have my own pool, I'm like, I don't
Yeah, I don't.
But
think
it's also, this is like some bougie stuff, but like it also just looks really aesthetic, like as a thing at your house.
All right, let me ask y'all this because I've been trying to figure this out, and Amanda wants one.
Yes,
we
you
we bought the 5 acres from Max, right?
Oh, I know where this is going.
I'll be building a house
I know
literally
where this is
next
going.
door
Shared
to my
pool.
dad.
Here we go.
Pool.
So here's the question.
Here we go.
I tried to tell this to Amanda. So my dad's house is literally 100 yards away from my house. He's gonna build a big pool.
100 yards? Is that accurate?
Probably, yeah.
that's like a football field, though.
Yeah, probably like, so what I was telling her is like if we build a pool in our backyard, first off, Max has like a full spa less than half a mile down the street.
Yeah. I'd probably
And
go there.
my dad, and if we have kids, grandpa will have a pool 100 yards from our pool. Like my pool to his pool, maybe 200 yards.
What if I start hating you and don't want you to come over?
Okay, but more importantly is that my dad will have, so I'm telling, it's like, should I spend $80,000 building a pool if there's literally a pool I can use anytime 200 yards from
Here's
me?
the situation. I'm Amanda. I want to go get in my pool. Oh, I have to go get in. Like I have to go. What if she
That's
just?
what she said.
She just wants to hang out in the pool. She has
what
to
she
go
said.
hang out in your, which is going to be her family as well. But like, I feel like you feel like it's more yours
Yeah.
rather than like I'm in someone else's pool. Yeah, if I was Amanda, I get the like, hey, I know there's a pool next door, but I kind of would
when
prefer to be in our pool.
She was like, "Oh, I think it's like disrespectful to like if I go over there in like a bikini and I'm laying in their backyard while they're like
What
not
else should
out
be in?
there." I don't know, but then my thing to her was like, unless we build a bunch of shrubs, like even if you're in our pool, you're still in their fucking backyard. The backyards are basically.
What if you want
the
to swim
same.
butt naked?
You're not gonna be able to do that at our. I mean, we're next door. I don't know.
You gotta
But
build,
it's gonna get
that's
a
how you
little,
build your house like a U.
Yeah, it is gonna get a little funky being next door neighbors with my. We're gonna have to figure that one out.
We started the extension. So like now
Yeah.
there's like dirt level, like they're going to do concrete in like 10 days, 2 weeks. But it's
going fast.
It's already like 3-4 feet up. So now you can actually walk on it. The closet's, we haven't gone, but we're like going to go double check today. Be sure it's not, Heidi wants it big, bro. I'm like, this is too big. But nice thing is that now the pool, you completely can't see any road because it's a new extension.
You know what? I fully support it. It is a large extension, but it's kind of like if that's what she wants.
And we get another covered patio looking at the pool on that side.
Are you doing anything to the pool? Are you changing the
No,
pool?
no,
Yeah.
no, no, no.
It's
It's a nice
expensive
pool.
to change a pool, dude.
His whole pool, I've never seen it before,
It
but
is.
his whole pool is
Yeah.
tile. There's no stucco. Like the whole thing is tiles the whole way around.
Oh.
Which I think is like badass. I've never seen it. Like that was the first thing I noticed when we went to his house.
What do you mean by tile?
Well, like how pools
The
are
little
typically like
squares?
plaster, and then you have like maybe like tile designs. His is just tile. There
First
is
of all,
no
it's-
plaster. It's
In the pool.
Gunite.
the whole pool is just little tiles everywhere.
Gunite. Tile on top of gunite.
Gunite.
Plaster.
It's like when you're about to go to sleep, you get gunite. No, gunite is the plaster.
It's just plaster.
Gunite.
But you would pay someone to come replaster your pool, not re-gunite your pool.
No.
Ever
you-
since we posted the baby AI videos, all I imagine when Max is talking is him as a baby.
With a baby
And
on.
you, yeah, y'all just like being babies going back and forth.
Hey, speaking of babies, Charlie is 1 month old.
Yeah.
A little over a month. What's up?
Me and Amanda saw the little birthday thing. That was really cute. Did you do every month? Like, you gonna do 12 of those?
I think you got to do it every month, dude.
Or is one the?
I think
I'm not trying to be an asshole. I'm just like,
No,
like at what point is it?
We're the parents. You know, it's like, oh, he's 13 weeks now. He's 14 weeks now. He's 15 weeks.
I know, but is it like 1 month, 6 month, 1 year, or is it like
they're
1 month, 2 month, 3
not.
month, 4 months?
See those little blocks that are in the image? You rotate them, and there's a 2 on there, a 3 on. It's every month.
For after a year too.
I will tell you, I
14?
wish. Like, do y'all?
He's 42 months
I have
old.
a bunch of photos of me as a baby. Looking back, I appreciate that my parents took a lot of photos of me as a baby. I kind of wish I had some videos. So I feel like that's kind of this thing. Like, I like that we're gonna have so much content that we can look back at the child. But yes, we're gonna do every month.
I like it.
Taylor really is. She's excited about it. He's a month old. Pretty crazy. He's getting more hair.
He stares into darkness. Saw that too.
Yeah, you like put him down, and he's like, he doesn't. If he's not ready to go to sleep, it's not like he just cries. He's not ready to go to sleep. He'll just lay there and just.
Do you feel like you have like fatherhood down so far? Like this?
I don't think he'll
stage?
ever.
1 month.
Yeah, this baby stage. Sorry,
I'm like starting to kind of like understand certain like things that he'll do. I'm like, oh, he needs this, or like he's uncomfortable. He needs to burp after you feed him. So I'm like starting to learn that. But I mean, every day is still like a what do I do? Like I'm learning type of thing, and you're trying to like, and then he'll make sounds you've never heard before. Babies grunt a lot. Like whether you wrap them up like a little gordita in their swaddle, or you just like put them down, they're always just like. That's exactly what a baby sounds like all the time. When you're feeding them, it's.
That's pretty accurate. Like weird
right?
sounds.
Isn't it crazy that as
Bro, we have headphones on.
That's like really disturbing.
Isn't it crazy as a baby? Like they don't even know what they're looking at. Like they're like, oh, it's light or dark. They don't even know what light is, what dark is. They're like in a room.
They don't even know where you
They don't know
are.
what a room is. They don't know what they're like looking at everything, and they don't even know what it is. They can't even describe it. Like they don't even
Yeah.
know what it is.
Has he peed on you yet? Has he shit on you yet?
He has once. I was changing him, and now you have to block his. He's got a powerful. He's got a block. And one time he started like spraying, so I was like with a hand. Well, when I go to change a poopy diaper, I put little gloves on, which people say is kind of like lame, but I'm like, I don't want to get poop in my fingers, dude. So
And your fingernails and stuff.
well, yeah, and then then he was peeing, and I blocked the stream.
That part I don't know if I'm ready for. I'm so bad with like I gag. I don't know if I'm.
I think when it's yours, it's different. Like
Yeah.
like when you would wipe Senna's poop, like did
I
you
would
feel-
gag.
Really?
Yeah, if she like shit in the house, I would be gagging the whole time.
I only gag when I wipe other dogs' poop. Like when it's mine, like I do it.
I don't care whose it is. I'm gagging.
I don't know. I don't have a. I've probably changed close to 100 diapers. Like
Damn.
yeah. No.
Already?
Yeah, bro. I'll easily change. I mean, 3 to 4 diapers a day. Me.
Yeah.
Like me. I mean, sometimes you'll literally change them. Like they'll poop. You'll change them, and then 3 minutes later, it poops again. And then you look, and they have like little on these diapers. There's like a yellow line on the diaper, and if it turns blue, it means you peed on it or peed, so you know to change it. And so like he'll go to the bathroom, you'll change it, and 10 minutes later, he'll whine or something. You always check the diaper. You'll hear when he goes, number 2. But you just run through diapers, run through them. So I've gotten kind of like a pro at changing them, and then, I'm like fine with. But the problem is, as he gets older, it's going to get like bigger.
Yeah.
And I haven't gotten. I'm worried sometimes because you'll be kind of like wiping, and then you'll be like having to check, like, did it get it all? And I'm waiting for the moment that he's not done, and I go to check, make sure I got everything.
It happens.
And it's just
I saw
like
it on Instagram yesterday. That's why I asked. I saw on Instagram yesterday some guys like changing it and it just woof.
What?
Yeah.
yeah, it's.
I saw the football player.
Yeah, he like jumps
That
out.
was sick. That was sick. Did you see that?
He almost dodged it.
The football player, like his baby, he was changing his baby's diaper, and like had diarrhea, like just splattered almost in his face.
It was bad.
It was
If
like,
Charlie did that, he would just go on all of the like diaper changing materials. I don't change him like forward. His butt cheeks are not facing me; they're facing to the side. I'm kind of going in from an angle.
Great talk.
All right. Anyway,
Next subject.
so when are y'all moving?
Before Christmas.
I didn't think they'd start
next
on
month.
they're like
Well,
starting.
they're still waiting for the final permit to go up with the building, but they just did the.
Is there any
laying
change
out
that like when you walk it, do you think Heidi or you's gonna be like, oh, like, can you change
I feel
anything?
like
or
it's
is
more work to change it now.
Yes.
So probably not.
Do your neighbors complain about?
They actually complained yesterday.
Because it's too much.
One of the neighbors like walked up to the properties they're working on the weekend. They're using the chainsaw, and they go, "You don't have your permit. You can't. You got to stop working right now." And but it turns out that we've emailed.
Why would they say that?
Yeah, that's so strict.
So then they like called in the HOA. So Monday we're dealing with all this stuff, but apparently we already have all the permit from Fort Bend and the excavation, the what's it called, the septic. We got that. Now we're just waiting on the final one to like put the walls up. But we've reached out to that HOA 4 times over the last year, like 3 times in the last month, and no one's gotten back to us. So now they're going to be like aware of it.
You should just go to your neighbor and be like,
You don't need a permit to use a chainsaw on a
So we
weekend?
sent all the screenshots of like we
but
sent all the screenshots of us reaching out to the HOA and them just not responding.
Yeah, but I'm also like, what's the argument? So you can't do yard work on a Saturday in that neighborhood?
Was she upset because she could hear the chainsaw?
Yeah.
But aren't y'all pretty spaced out? Or
Even
is
if
it
you're
pretty
not,
loud?
you can on a weekend. That's when people are doing yard work.
or
I
you
would argue
also
this is the
go,
only time
hey,
you
lady,
use a
whether
chainsaw.
I do it now or it has to happen at some point. Like you're gonna hear it. Why don't you just?
Well, that's
I'll just,
when you have a
let me just
big
get over
gate
it
around
over.
your
with.
house.
So
That's when
pretty
you
much,
just tell them to fuck off.
I think the HOA has been like dormant and not even paying attention to anything we're doing.
There's only like 15 houses.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
back
So
there.
now they're going to be, but it's like we've been reaching out, trying to get them stuff nonstop, but we have everything. So
they're like,
Man.
John, holy shit, someone emailed us. Open it up.
Now they might. What if they like come in and
they could.
they try to fucking
You can't build that.
Yeah, everything.
Don't
and
talk
start
about that,
finding
bro.
you.
Don't talk about that.
You want to go egg that lady's house?
What if they're like they say what they did to you, and they're like, "This is too big of a house."
What if they say you can't
But you got
change it?
approved though, right?
I just
You
ended
had
up
to buy a
buying.
different lot.
I just bought 10 extra acres.
Nice.
They didn't think I'd do it probably. If they told you couldn't build it, would Heidi just be like, "That's fine. Like I'll just live with the current one," or would she be like, "I
No,
need."
she would definitely extend it. We would do
So
something.
you already moved the septic and shit. You can't
Yeah,
really
bro.
go back.
I mean,
now.
all they
That's
can
what
do,
I'm
all they
saying.
can do is find
Should
you.
we have waited? Probably.
Yeah.
Hey, dude.
All they can do is find you.
Yeah.
Which I mean,
I am getting updates from our
could be bad.
once a week. Our cabinet guy that goes over there is like giving me updates on.
So the house is looking
things.
good.
Christian, Joe, when he was cleaning out all the stuff, how many snakes you find in the back?
Of our area, I wasn't doing it, but Jose was doing it, and Jose. No, it's okay. They found 4 copperheads in the backyard of the 5 acres. Okay, but to be fair, it was like overgrown brush, and they were literally like chopping it all down. So like now that it's all down, they're not going to find.
Do you remember
but
the bobcats
4
at
of them.
Outland?
Yeah, we have bobcats.
Remember the
out there now.
bobcats?
Yeah.
They're gone, huh?
They're gone now. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I used to like walk out of the shack, and there'd be bobcats in the parking lot, bro.
Were you scared of them?
No, not really.
It's like a house cat.
I remember like there was a time where you would follow.
Bobcat's like a
There was
movie.
there was a mom and
He
like
would
2
follow
other
them at
ones,
night.
and I was like, I don't know if I should. I'm not going to.
Joe says you could take a bobcat. A mountain lion's the one you don't want to mess with.
Yeah, you could.
Bro, Scarlet fucks me up. It's like
No, it would fuck you up. But
Yeah.
like, you're not going to die to a bobcat. A mountain lion will kill you.
A
on the
bobcat
spot.
cannot kill me.
A mountain lion is a Houston cougar, right?
ooh, bro, they would
It's a
scratch you
cougar.
so
like, Houston
bad.
cougar. Yes,
Like the mascot.
yeah.
Mountain lion would mess you up.
I'm telling you, bro, like
Yeah, mountain lion's
our
like
little
80 pounds of fucking.
Is that equivalent to a black panther?
It's like the North American panther. Yeah.
our little kitten fucks you up, man. She just like goes like that. It's like you're fucked. So I can't imagine a big cat.
What about jaguar? Like
Same size. Basically, a mountain lion's like same. I think jaguar's probably a little heavier.
Charlie, what's the biggest animal you think you could defend your life
We
against
go
with
over
your
this
bare,
all the
with
time.
your bare
we've done this
hands?
before, yeah.
I don't know if it's updated.
A dog, man.
A dog?
Yeah, but what
Yeah.
kind of dog? Because like a 100-pound Doberman's gonna fuck you up.
German
Exactly.
Shepherd.
Hell no.
A doodle, like I could take
A doodle
dude.
for sure.
Bro,
I could take dude, no problem.
Yeah.
But like if
Bro.
Senna would have wanted to take me down, she probably could have fucking.
there's this guy that walks this. I think it's a King Corso.
Oh yeah.
no.
Right, and there's two
I
different
want that
there's
dog,
two
though.
there's two different ones. One is just like a casual with his owner. There's another one, and this guy is
How
like
big
this-
are they?
Like huge.
like 120 pounds.
yeah.
like-
and they
boys.
slobber
Oh,
bro,
nonstop.
and this dog, and it's wagging its tail, but when it sees Dude, Dolly, and myself, I mean, it's and it's like pulling. The guy's like, stop it, and this a big man, and he's like holding the dog back by this like
Yeah.
chain. And in my head, I go, if that dog gets off that chain,
We're dead.
I'm like, whenever I see this dog and I see it just snarling and him like holding the dog back, I literally am starting to look at all the things that I would do. I'm like, okay, I think I would chuck dude over that fence there. Like, if that dog starts sprinting, I'm like, I don't know what I'd do.
Yeah, man.
Told you when that pit bull got off the leash and ran toward me and Nala. Terrifying in our neighborhood.
Did he-
And that-
Would you just
do
hold
anything?
Nala up in the air, bro?
No, I did this. Now I know I did the wrong thing, but I like lifted Nala off her fucking neck, like.
Oh, stop it! Stop it!
But I didn't know to like kick the dog. I mean, he was like
Yeah.
racing at us, so I didn't know to like put me in front of it or like I was like,
What'd you-
I just stopped. I didn't know what to do.
Yeah, that's terrifying, bro. I'm
I just
scared.
like got Nala.
Fucking
That's why,
I hate pit bulls. I mean, I don't hate them. They're just terrifying when they're angry.
I've always wanted a Corso, but that is
too.
like and even honestly, same with the Doberman. Like I got lucky, like Senna was pretty chill, but like, I mean, there's male 100-pound fucking European Dobermans that are same story. I mean, I was telling Amanda, I'm like, it is like you only knew Senna. So to you, the Doberman's is like super sweet, and they are, but it's like a fucking weapon. I mean, you have a 100-pound Doberman will kill, like it's not
My
like you have
sister
a
had a
fucking Doodle
Doberman.
that's like,
Yeah. My
yeah, like
sis-
if you neglect a Doodle and you don't train it right, worst thing's gonna happen is gonna like growl at somebody. But like a fucking Corso, if you don't train it right, like it's literally a gun. Like it's a fucking weapon ready to go off.
Yeah, my sister had a Doodle and a Doberman at the same time, same like age, and they had to give away the Doberman. 'Cause
What?
It was trying to kill the Doodle. Like it actually like had the Doodle in the neck like multiple times.
It's not, I mean, they're not inherently aggressive or anything. It's just if like again, I'm not talking shit about Doodles, but like if
better
dude
not.
lost his mind and tried to go after something, like it's not as bad as like
dude's pretty.
yeah. But again, you're talking
He
like
could put a fight.
I mean, a Doberman's
Thanks,
100
man.
pounds of muscle, one of the strongest bites, and I mean, it has the
Yeah.
fucking teeth. It's just a different
They're
style
aggressive.
of dog.
They're hyper aggressive.
I'm kind of starting to think about what second dog I want to get.
Me too. When
sorry,
Milo
I'm-
dies,
Golden Doodle.
Milo
I'm
dies
so
for me.
sad, but I'm starting to think I'd like to have the dog for a few
Hey,
years while Nala's there.
Is Nala older than Milo or Milo?
She's 12.
Okay, Milo's younger by
Bro,
1 year.
really good size, super friendly.
What?
Hair doesn't shed, hyperallergenic, great personality.
I'm thinking about
gets
a
along
German.
with all their
I'm
dogs.
thinking about a German Shepherd.
A lot of health
Opposite of all
issues.
those things.
Germans.
A lot of health issues, yeah. They have a lot of hip issues and shit. I mean, not all of them, but
I mean,
some of
Nala's
them.
starting to get the hip stuff. Does Milo have hip stuff?
Yeah, when you touch her hips, she
Oh, it's like-
cries.
it's- oh, what?
When I touch my when I touch Mila's hips, like she like jumps.
We're
Nala's just kind of bony.
Yeah, I don't know.
we're starting
It's
to
pretty sad.
look. Amanda's. I think we're thinking like December, January. We're ready to put another
Let's get a
puppy
lab
in the house.
What
yeah.
kind?
A true black lab.
I want another Doberman. I really loved Senna, but at the same time, like I kind of like the Bernedoodles. I kind of like. I don't hate the idea of having like a fluffy. I was always when we would take Senna to like restaurants and shit. There's a little thing in the back of your head that's always like, all right, if a kid walks up, like, is she gonna bite? I'm always on edge, and I see how like chill y'all are with dude and stuff,
Yeah.
and a little part of me is like almost would be nice to have a dog that I don't have to like worry so much about.
I can take
that,
Doodle
like-
literally anywhere, and I don't have to stress about him at all. Like,
Whenever I go
ever.
see Dolly, I'm like, wow, this is what it feels like for a dog to love you. Like Nala doesn't give me any
Yeah, Nala's
affection,
very,
bro.
independent.
So
Zero.
we looked at a Corso too, though. I don't know. We're still trying to figure it
you
out.
don't like labs?
Not,
He has
I'm not a
silver
big
lab, bro. Silver lab.
I'm not a big lab.
Who's
not
this
a
lab
They
lab
come
guy.
in silver.
Oh,
You can
really?
I almost bought a silver lab instead of the husky.
I more than likely we'll get another Doberman. I kind of want two actually. When we move, I want to get one now, and then we move to Lane, get a second one, and have
Just
two
know
of them.
that if you get a specific breed of dog, you will get attacked on the internet for not rescuing a dog.
Yeah, it's fine. When I got sent, I literally told people to fuck off.
I mean, I literally saved a dog off the streets.
Did you get
so-
shit for clipping her ears?
I mean, I didn't do it. Not as much as you would think. There was probably like 5 fucking women that were like, "Oh my god, you're mutilating," and it's like, all right, first off, the breeder did this, not me. But full transparency, if I get another one, I'm doing it again. I don't hate it, but Dobermans without the
floppy.
ear, they look so dumb. Like they doesn't even look like a Doberman. It looks like a lab or something.
There's some floppy-eared Dobermans watching this podcast right
They're
now.
super cute. It's just not my. I mean, Senna was like all the time. People were like, that's a beautiful dog. Like she just looked like
Yeah.
a perfect specimen. It was like I would do it again. Yeah.
I think I'd do husky again. It's just now.
So hot here for him.
Yeah,
The
now it's like
hair. How have you been
Bro,
able to put up with the hair?
it had like the first 4 years she shed a lot. After that, not like it's really not bad. The cats shed. 3
I think you're
times
so
more
used to it because
than
she definitely
Nala.
sheds like
Yeah,
Maybe
just
I'm
fine.
just used to it.
Nala like brushes against you.
Yeah,
Yeah, bro.
If you
I
look at her,
remember when
you're covered
yeah.
in hair.
I remember when I used to live with you, like in the Riverstone house.
That was a lot.
Bro, I would like sneeze. I would be sneezing all day.
Yeah.
All my clothes, everything just fucking.
I could see you with a
hair.
German Shepherd. It'd be less shedding.
Yeah, but
They're really cute.
I
they're,
grew up with a German
massive
Shepherd.
shits though. They just shit a lot, bro.
I mean, that's the same size as the dog.
But I mean,
yeah,
yeah,
it's a bigger dog.
How do you know?
How much does Nala weigh?
Well,
Like
just
40?
like I've heard about it. It's just like the biggest shits.
I've heard about these poops, dude.
I think it's a 70
Nala's
pound
like
dog.
tiny.
Yeah, but Nala's like what, 40 pounds.
Yeah.
I mean that's just.
Yeah.
You see a fucking Corso? It's like a human taking a shit in your yard. It's like a horse.
Just get a little Chihuahua, bro.
Bro.
Felix, tiny poops.
Where were we when I saw a Great Dane? Were we together?
I don't know. But Great Danes are big.
Great Danes are huge.
It is.
Imagine their poops, Christian.
Emily Hayden, remember her
Yeah.
Great Dane?
Yeah.
God, that dog was huge.
That's Amanda's brother has a Corso, and it's like takes human sized shits, and like this is gonna sound weird, but like sometimes he's laying on the couch next to you, and it's like this dog's got bigger nuts than I'd like. It's like a human sized fucking. They didn't get him
Have you
fucking
measured
clipped.
it?
No, but I'm just saying like it. It's like having a fucking horse
This is
live in your
like-
house, dude. It's just like it's awkward.
Joe's like, you know, like him being in the same area, you don't want to compare. You're like,
I mean, it is. I don't. Maybe this is a weird like thing, but like
I mean,
I
don't look.
Yeah, I'm not a big.
Those are abnormally large,
Like,
sweetie.
the fact that you like mentioned that makes me like realize that like you've stared at it a good amount of time.
You can't not. Bro,
I know what you're talking about. There are some dogs that have big genitals,
Bro,
man.
I'm just saying when you have a 200-pound dog that was never fixed, like
It's
they're
just
fucking,
like-
you can't miss them. Yeah, bro, it's like a fucking. It's not.
Like a anaconda. Just,
Yeah, all right, I'm gonna stop
I
talking.
haven't had a boy dog in a minute.
I think we're gonna get a boy.
yeah.
Really?
I think I keep telling Amanda I'm so worried if we get a girl, I'm gonna keep trying to compare her back to like.
Yeah.
So I think the idea is let's get a boy, so it doesn't even register in my mind that this is like. I almost feel like I'm like I'm not, but it almost feels like I'm trying to replace her, and I'm like I can't do that. So a boy feels right. Like it feels like it's not going to be.
Even with a boy husky though, I feel like I'd still compare because like everything I read, huskies are destructive. They tear things. They dig holes. Nala didn't do anything. She's never chewed on anything.
Yeah.
So I feel like I'm just gonna like
Has Nala ever attacked anyone?
no. She's never done anything bad. So I feel like I'd just be like kind of like fuck. This husky has so much energy because Nala's just like chill.
That's why I think get a boy, and that way it doesn't feel like it's.
Is this how it's going to feel when you have like your first child, then you have a second child, and you can like you're like, why aren't you similar to the first child?
Yeah.
That's how I thought Dolly was going to be the same as Dude. Of
Dolly's
like,
a
oh,
crackhead.
she's around him all the time. Yeah, actual crackhead. She threw up in the bed last night. It's like at 5 a.m. Just sort of, like right on.
Damn.
Yeah, I think we're gonna do boy, and then when we move into the new house, we'll get a girl puppy, and then we'll have both of them.
2 dogs.
Yeah, imagine that fence line, like 2 Dobermans stand. No one's coming to my fence line, dude.
So you're getting Dobermans now.
I think you should do Dobermans.
You ever
Right?
get
I feel like
worried
it fits me. Like
Yeah,
it's
I'm-
my.
I'm team Doodle for everyone.
But okay, here's the thing though. You got to train the shit out of them because we took Senna to Amanda's parents' house and we let her run free, and they have a fenced in like open thing. And this little girl was riding like a Power Wheel in the other yard, and Senna was trying to get to her, and she's like, you can tell she's trying to figure it out. And she just jumped fucking clean over a 4-foot fence, like just straight over the top, and went and chased the little girl. Thank God she didn't do anything. She like went after the Power Wheel, and the dad came out with the fucking. I thought he was gonna shoot her. I was like freaking out. Didn't do anything. But the problem is, yeah, like a fucking Doberman can jump a fence. Like she jumped the fence like it was nothing. So I guess I got to take that into account. If I have 2 Dobermans like free roaming the fucking land and they see something they want to get, like they're just gonna jump the fence.
I feel like I'm low key gonna end up with a lot of animals at the house.
You should. I feel like
Yeah,
that's.
it-
As
So
soon as I
don't
have the
y'all get
land for it,
afraid of
I want-
like other animals attacking your dog when you're not paying attention?
Not when it's 2 Dobermans.
I mean, they're,
Yeah,
they're
but
not like
alligators
they're not like,
and snakes
They're
and
not like
stuff like that.
outdoor dogs to the point where you're like, yeah, they've been outside for 9 hours.
Okay,
like,
well,
Well, I'm
alligators
saying even
aren't-
if they're out there for 30
alligators
minutes.
ain't. We're not worried about alligators. The only thing I'd be worried
don't know.
about where we're going to be is coyotes, like a pack of coyotes.
Why not
can-
alligators?
Well, there's a fence line. The riverbank is straight up 20 feet. Like they would have to. Alligators not going through all that trouble to get in my backyard.
with
Like,
the
I'm almost there.
there's no reason for them to come in our backyard.
with the barn, we have the barn, and then
Gonna
we're,
keep the
we're gonna
animals
have
in
a
there?
chicken coop, which will be AC'd. I'm like, why don't we just AC the barn?
is that like bougie chickens? I feel like
You should
chickens
get a
don't need
horse.
AC.
Yeah, we might get a cow for taxes for sure.
Can you have a cow?
Yeah,
Wait,
Okay.
what?
yeah.
Yeah, because our neighbor, the neighbor that we're moving into, there's a horse. No ag is allowed besides horses.
Hold on.
And you can only have 1 horse per 7 acres.
What is? How does
I
a
can
cow
have.
affect
I'm
your
an
taxes?
equestrian estate, bro.
Because how does it affect the tax? Joel, no.
You can write off. Yeah, you can claim like an agricultural like tax credit, basically that like
Per
you're
cow?
using your land. Yeah, it's like a certain. I don't know. Actually, Red Bull Alex, he does it because he has goats and stuff. But yeah, basically you can write off a certain amount of like your. I don't know. You get like a tax break every year because your
property
land
taxes?
is because your land is like farmland.
Is one cow alone like lonely?
I think no, because Heidi will hang out with the
Don't you
fucking
ask
thing
the
all
next one
day.
you see, bro?
Y'all gonna have
Sir.
Asian cows. Like your cow's gonna be hanging out
Do you have
with
to
y'all.
just like kill it every few years or
What
what?
do you mean kill
What?
it?
Whoa.
What?
And rotate it?
Whoa.
No, there's no,
Rotate it.
like
We don't kill cows, bro.
first off,
You get a
just hold
Highland
it.
cow, bro, and there's like
Yeah.
little pets.
Okay.
you would claim like you're using their coat, like they're sharing.
How
their
could
coat
you
for
like?
something.
How could you have a cow that like I couldn't own
That'd
a
be
cow
rough,
and
yeah.
then kill it?
That'd be rough.
Or you do like a
Like-
milk cow.
a what?
Like
I would
dairy-
milk
like a
mine.
dairy
Yeah.
cow.
Yeah, a milk cow.
You get a brown cow that makes chocolate milk,
You
bro.
imagine Christian just every 2 years shoot the fuck. Time to get another one.
Like, man, your cow looks way different. No, it's a different one.
I know
have
for a
y'all ever,
fact-
rotating them.
Y'all ever wanted to buy like beef in bulk?
I go to Costco
We've done
sometimes.
that, yeah.
Like you buy half a cow?
We sponsor.
What's the difference?
Why do you need?
No, it is nice.
Because
I do.
you're-
I want to have a farm one day.
Okay, hold
I
up.
think
We
that's
did.
amazing.
So the cabinet shop sponsored the Rosenberg, like the fair or whatever, and we bought a cow because one of our employees' kids
What do you think's
raised a
happening to
cow.
him?
No, we got all the beef from it. Yeah, he's dead. We got the beef from it. We didn't, but like you buy it and then you get the meat. And like to be fair, we had fucking cooler. It was some of the best steaks and stuff, and like we had meat for months.
I don't need to store. I don't need a freezer boxes full of meat for.
Hey, dude,
I
Fallout
just, I
happens,
just go to HEB.
Russia attacks, and you got.
So you know how like cows are cute when they're babies, calves.
Yeah.
So like imagine like you had a calf, veal that you were like
Italians eat
cradling.
baby cows, dude.
Okay, but like imagine you were just playing with a cow, like you treated it like a dog and stuff like that. If it grew up to like
Oh yeah,
a
no
big
way.
cow, could you shoot it? Like if it was
I
like
couldn't, but
You
they
can milk anything. With
no,
a
I'm saying like
bull
if you treated that cow the same way you treated Senna, and like it watched TV with you, it slept with you. like, there's some cute cows.
You take him to the dog
cows
park.
Are cute. Yeah, you take him to the dog park and shit. Like,
you put him in the.
would you
it rides in the Porsche.
when it gets to like 100 and something pounds and like okay, it's time to kill it? Would you be able to kill it?
No, I couldn't.
No.
Yeah, I
they
wouldn't
don't
either.
do that to beef cows. They're not. They're just.
Dairy cows.
What do you mean?
No, I'm saying like the cows that we eat from HEB are not like watching TV with the fucking ranchers hanging out.
Oh, there's
like,
two
they're-
different types of
Whose
cows?
cows are watching
No,
TV?
I'm
bro?
just saying. You're
There's
saying
some
like
cute
as a
cows
pet.
that do that on
Highland
Instagram.
cows.
He's thinking mini Highland pet. They're not killing those cows for
I'm
beef.
just imagining the baby AI right now.
No, I couldn't, but there's people that can. I mean, dude, there's.
I'm not saying I
I didn't
would
know there
either.
was different types.
I don't want to put anyone on blast, but there's members of like extended members of Amanda's family that have hunting dogs. And they fucking treat like their dogs aren't dogs. Like they don't look at it as like if the dog gets fucking hurt, they're shooting the dog and they replace it. Like it's not a pet. It's a animal that is working for them. And they look at it that way, and I can't. Like they start talking about it, and I'm like, I'm so uncomfortable because like,
Jeez.
how are you going to get rid of the, like what? And but
What kind
to
of
them,
dogs?
it's
Like
they're typically like labs and shit, but like they live outside full time. They don't you don't go try to pet them. They'll bite the shit out. Like it's not a dog that. It's not what we think of dogs. It's like a
Yeah.
different.
I want that hunting dog that like, what's up, bud? Like that rides with me in the truck.
Oh, I just shot the bird. Go get him, boy.
Yeah, go get him, boy.
I think
I
it's
want
just,
that
it's just
kind
how
of
you're
dog.
raised. I think
Get
there's
him,
different
pup.
people. There's people out there that have no problem raising a cow and then shooting it and getting it. Like that's just how they're raised. I don't know.
Yeah.
We are not those people. I'm not.
Yeah, I'm not.
Hey, speaking of cows, what do you think about this whole Tylenol situation?
Hold up, just to put in perspective how much I'm not like that. On the way back from Colorado, a bird flew into my windshield in the truck, and I literally almost cried for a second. I teared up a little bit. I was like,
Because you start
That's
thinking
so
about
bad.
that bird's day, like he was probably just trying to deliver food back
Well,
to
probably watching TV with his family.
dude, he went flying. He went like 100 feet in the air. I like looked in the rearview mirror and saw him like flying through the fucking air.
Oh, guess what happened yesterday?
Tell me.
Snake?
We're walking on like the main street where me and Heidi live, right?
Current house.
The new house.
Right in front of the hospital. No,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
current
yeah.
house.
Yeah.
And we stop, and I was like smelling the grass, and a squirrel just falls from this tree, grazes Heidi, hits the ground super hard, then runs back up the tree. So like I thought a massive branch.
Heidi might want to get checked
I
for
thought the
rabies,
squirrel
bro.
was dead.
No, I just heard when does a squirrel hit you?
Yeah.
When you're walking the dog.
He probably slipped up. Like usually,
Yeah,
like
you
they're
know,
really
right?
good climbers, and
Yeah.
he probably just missed a step and
Like
fell.
occasionally, don't you like trip up the stairs or
Yeah.
something? Like squirrel had a
And
bad
it
day.
just so happened that Heidi was there in that
Yeah.
moment.
He's probably embarrassed.
Like literally the squirrel like
He's like, sorry,
He's
sorry,
like, oh,
sorry."
nuts.
just grazed her, bro. It's crazy. Crazy.
That is interesting for sure.
Hey, random side question.
I would be
Have you ever
scared.
gotten pooped on by a bird?
Yes,
They say it's good
has
luck.
happened in the golf cart.
happened to me in my
I was
car.
driving the golf cart and it fucking hit me right in the chest.
I haven't, but I've just.
I was in
thought
my
about
car.
that.
Doesn't
I was in
feel
my
like
car.
good
Like
luck when it
you've been
happens.
hit, you've been
I was-
assaulted.
It was when I had my Ferrari. I was driving, literally. I remember. I'll never forget. It smelled so bad because it was.
Were you
hot.
just like, what
It was
the
hot and fresh. It was just hot on my.
Of
it was
course
so
it was
warm
fresh.
on my fucking shoulder, and I was just like so disgusted, man. I don't know what I did after that. I think I took the
did you-
shirt off. Hell no. Fuck no. What?
Why would you do that?
No.
I don't know, dude.
All right, back to Tylenol.
Yeah, what's going on with this?
Gives you the tism,
They say that
possibly,
you should not take Tylenol when you're pregnant.
or as a child, like young.
But then
children should
the
be
big
taking
thing
Tylenol.
comes around. Tylenol tweeted back in 2017 that said, we actually don't recommend anyone take our products while pregnant.
Another
Yeah, but
reason.
people have been doing that for a long time.
Which I feel like is just a generalized disclaimer. Like, even like every supplement under the sun is like, we don't like, it's better just to be like,
Natural.
nah, you should probably not take it.
You want to open a can of worms real quick?
Maybe.
How do y'all feel about vaccines? And you could tell us because did y'all vaccinate Charlie?
Actually,
Oh, when do you do that? When they're born?
Well, it's kind of up to you, but it's like kind of controversial right now
How
because
do
there's a
you,
bunch
like,
of them that like maybe you don't
disclose that
need. It
information?
might.
so this is something that is a very polarizing topic, and I actually would prefer not to disclose because I think people are so. I think that what you choose to do with your child, right, is like in your nuclear family, right? I don't think that. I think people should just decide what's best for them and their family. But the problem is, you have people that are either super pro them, super against them, super pro some of them, super against all of them, some of them, right? And then, but I tell you, it is really, really confusing, I guess, because I grew up. I remember getting the hepatitis shots, right? I remember tetanus, all these shots, right? When I would go to CVS or something, they'd be like, "Have you gotten your flu shot?" And I'm like, "Oh, I don't think so." And they'd be like, "Do you want to get it?" I'm like, "Okay, sure." Like, I don't know, right?
Oh, I always say no.
Yeah, I never got the flu shot.
Oh,
but I did get the
I
other
always got
ones.
them. But now it's like, I guess the idea is like not to pump the baby full of vaccines immediately and to do them like over time, right? But it's just really confusing because there's so much information out there, and now you're getting, the president going like, don't give your kid hepatitis because they're saying it can only be transmitted by like sexually transmitted or like dirty needles. So they're basically saying like, when would the baby be around? Like, how would it get it, right? So,
Yeah, but you fucked up on that one.
what?
I don't. Maybe he didn't mean it this way, but Trump was like, "Why would you give the baby a vaccine for a drug that can only be transmitted sexually? Like, you should wait until they're 13 to give it to them." And then everyone's like, "Why'd you pick 13? Why is 13 the age that?"
Interesting.
Yeah, he said like, "Why? Like, you should definitely wait till they're 13." And it's like, wait a second.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
no, with
It's like, what?
there's so many decisions you have to make with a child that are very polarizing. And in my opinion, whether people are super pro for them or super against them, it doesn't affect like me. So like what anyone chooses to do or not to do with their child,
Well, even later in life, like, did y'all-
100%.
Did y'all get the COVID?
I had to because I was going to Caymans.
I'm so happy I didn't, man.
That's
I
only
did.
reason
I never did,
I
yeah.
did because I got accosted on the internet for all these things, and then I got it, and then I got yelled at for getting
you
it.
folded.
Yeah, I didn't.
You
do it.
you injected random shit into your body because people on the internet were making fun of you for not doing it.
Here's my thought process behind it because I maybe I didn't go down this rabbit hole, but in my mind, there's this virus that is going around, right, killing people. Oh shit, we're all terrified. Everyone's having to stay inside. Everyone's wearing masks. No one knows what's going on. Hey, we have the vaccine, right? I'm not someone that's like, wow, they did that really fast. In my mind, I'm going, wow, they did that really fast, right? Like, and in my mind, they're like, hey, if you get this vaccine, you don't get the virus anymore. Like so in my, like
Turned
when
out none of that was true, but yeah.
well, when you present it like that, in my mind, maybe I'm just a naive little boy,
Yeah.
but I'm like, oh, sure, yeah. Oh, there's a virus that kills people. You have the cure for it. Sure, give it to me.
Yeah, we didn't get them until we
had to go to.
had to go to Caymans. Went to Caymans.
I never
And
got
as soon
it.
as Heidi got that shot, bro, she just like walked out of the room, put her head down at HEB, and was just like sitting there for like.
Oh, after I
20
got it,
minutes.
it
Why?
was miserable.
She felt like shit.
Oh
Really?
yeah.
I didn't feel any different, but she felt like shit.
No, you literally like because I believe
injecting it into you,
into you.
right?
Like no, when I got COVID at one point, and when I also got the vaccine, is like you got COVID all over again. Like for 2 days. I mean, you sleep for. I was sleeping for 13, 14 hours, like just during the middle of the day. Like I couldn't stop sleeping. I couldn't eat anything. Like you'd be awake for 30 minutes and you just sleep.
I had COVID once, but I never got the vaccine. I was scared.
Yeah, I got it one time
in
and
my
then-
body.
Problem is
Yeah.
now I like cough or like, yeah, guys, like I have a headache. They're like, it's because you got that vaccine.
There you go,
And
dude.
I'm like, I'll like talk about like my throat thing, right? Which is eosinophils in my esophagus inflammation, right? But people are like, ha ha, it's because you got the vaccine, bro. And I'm always like,
Maybe.
you could be right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could be right.
That was a crazy year, man.
Like 3 years.
That's going to be in
Seriously,
the,
guys,
in the
just know
history
all those
books.
3 years, I was in and out of sleep with all the staying up late and shit. I didn't know what was going on, bro.
Yeah, you
know what's-
didn't.
You know what's the
I had
craziest?
no-
You were literally, and he was literally in his own world.
I had no clue what was
Like
happening.
2020-ish?
Trailer.
2020, 2023.
Yeah.
The parking lot of Alphaland.
Bro, yeah. Like Max would show up, he'd be like, hey, bro. I'd be like, what's that? What?
And you were like, what?
I go, what are these
Shut
like
that door,
squares
shut that
on
door.
Instagram? What's happening?
Man, I don't know how you. Do you ever look back at that time, like
Well,
that era?
It's like a haze, bro.
Yeah, that was a crazy time.
I just remember
bro.
being on the foam roller, like trying to
Yeah.
keep going.
and popping
Christian's like-
3Ds.
Yeah.
Christian looks at the news and it's like, oh, a pandemic that is shutting the whole world down. Wow, I'm glad that I just signed the most financially large
Yeah.
decision of my entire life.
Yep.
I've gone into the most
So
amount
back
of,
to these leggings, you know?
Yeah.
That was a crazy.
That was a
there lot of
crazy
shit happening at the same
time, bro.
time too.
I'm kind of glad I was so distracted during it to not like get so engulfed in it.
It was
But
just
I was
like
Yeah, that was a lot.
it was the start of the end of like all the reputation of mainstream media. Like
Yeah.
mainstream media, that was the start of just like, and it was so hypocritical. Like they couldn't, I don't know, the whole thing. Like it just exposed so much shit that was like, you had them even on the vaccine front. You had them being like, if you get it, you're not going to get COVID anymore. They said that, and then it was like a week later, we're like, well, you can still get COVID, but you can't transmit it anymore.
Yeah.
And then like a month went by, I'm like, well, you could still transmit it, but there's less of a chance of dying. And it's like they kept moving the goalposts, and it was like,
It definitely made me question the government a lot more.
well, and then the
after
media,
that, for
and
sure.
that's when you had like the famous like the George Floyd riots, and you had CNN that was like, it's peaceful out here, and there's literally fucking half the city's on fire behind them, and they're like, this is what a peaceful. It was like, dude, y'all are literally like everything you're saying.
with
is
what
wrong.
That was around George Floyd too.
I just
all
remember,
the same time.
Downtown
Yeah.
Houston was going crazy. I was like, what's
Yeah.
happening?
Yeah, no,
The
because
world was, like,
that's what I'm saying.
ending.
It was so hypocritical because they were saying put your mask on and social distance.
Yeah.
But then the health advisors of the U.S. were like, well, protesting's okay because they couldn't say you can't protest because then it would have been this racial fucking thing. So they had to say like you can't go to church, you can't have parties, you can't have more than 3 people in a space unless you're protesting. If you're protesting, it's okay. COVID won't come to the protest.
They had us on such like emotional like drawstring back then.
It was
like,
just wild. I mean,
they were pulling us so
Bro,
many
there's
different ways.
People got arrested for going to doing like mass outside of churches and parking lots.
Yeah.
And at the same time, you had thousands of people on the street burning shit down because of the George Floyd thing. And the news like would cover the church stuff as negative and then cover the protests
Bro,
as good.
just
And
know
it was
that
like, what's
like
happening?
Canada and UK, Europe, they were
so
even
much worse. I know.
That was worse.
Like they were way worse. Texas was like easy.
couldn't
Yeah.
you get in trouble for driving with no mask on?
No.
Right? Didn't you have to wear a mask while you were driving?
You know what's crazy? I always think about, and I get it's like the concept of it, but I'm more of a like a practical kind of person.
A
Like,
liberal. Sorry.
the
You
idea,
didn't deny it.
the idea with social distancing is because like you basically assume that every person that is out there has it, right? Because you're like, bro, don't get close to me because you probably have it, right? So they're like, okay, with the people that are around you, you know, it's fine with social distancing, like your family and stuff. But if you went out, couldn't you just be like, hey, like if we're all social distancing and this group of people social distancing, like couldn't you just all be together because you've all been social distancing? No one has
That
it.
was the whole thing, dude. Like Gavin Newsom was like, they locked down California and then Homeboy's out like at a restaurant with all his friends, like privately together. And they're like, well, we know all of us have been social distancing. It's like, so everyone in the state gets arrested if they leave their house, but y'all are allowed to go to dinner and like hang out. And it's
What do you think was the underlying like mission for like what was the purpose of COVID? For me,
to see if they could control the people, man.
I mean,
To
it
see-
worked.
If they could make people do something, man, and stay in
mean-
their house, man.
I really feel like it was.
I don't know.
I don't want to
But
jump into that conspiracy.
was a
Think about
wild
all
time.
the businesses that went under.
Bro, fuck the whole
Imagine
world
people who
up.
started
Well,
like restaurants and
help me,
shit.
but-
How much money do you think that you lost because of like everything that was happening, like with delays?
I think I would have opened the same day if COVID, maybe a few months earlier. But I think the biggest thing was we had to shut down the Avenue E gym for like 5 months.
I remember that.
So that
day.
was like 20 something grand a month.
Yeah.
And then I kept paying my employees, right?
Yeah.
Because we just didn't want to fuck them over. So that was like, I'm sure like 40 grand a month for 5 months.
I
I
remember.
mean, it was a massive redistribution of wealth. Like you had these massive companies that are now 10 times bigger than they were pre-COVID to COVID.
Thank God for the amplified legging.
Well, bro, like you had the stimulus, all the government pumped stimulus money and gave it to everyone, and then those people didn't fucking save it. They immediately spent it on clothing and fucking. I mean, the government took a lot of money and just redistributed it.
That was
to
a
everybody
fucking
else.
great time. I'm not gonna lie, COVID was amazing.
Yeah, everyone got a $1,000
Besides the
stimmy check, and they immediately went and blew it on fucking. So like,
Bro, I remember
Mesh shorts and amplified
all this
leggings.
money was just redistributed.
I was like, man, sorry for everyone that's affected by COVID, but I'm chilling.
Well, bro,
It was a
the
good time.
day we got our stimmy checks, it was like you were getting ads that day. Like Apple's like, check out the new iPad. It's like,
Yeah.
Bro, I remember I had to air freight a lot of, because all the candy is made overseas, right? And like all the boats were being taken up, right? Because they were like so backed up at the ports. So air shipping was like your only method.
Yeah.
But it would cost $4,000 to sea ship, and I was air freighting like almost weekly, and it was like $25,000 for like a fraction of the amount that you would get on a boat.
Yep.
But I was just like, I can't run out of product, and that was why I was so glad that I didn't like burn all the cash that I had, because I started burning it just on air shipping at the time, and I wasn't like trying to be like, can we afford this? I was just like, need product, and it was like 25,000,
I feel like air freight hasn't come down.
Oh no, bro.
much at
come
all.
down.
Well, because
still
they
paying.
realize if they can raise the prices and then everyone starts paying it, they're not gonna be like, oh, we can go back
Yeah,
down.
our air freight.
Why
is
do
so
you
great.
still do air freight
Only if we're like
in a rush?
like for men's, yeah, we're always in a rush.
Yeah.
So it's like we share freight.
Yeah, well, it makes me feel better because I feel like
But I've been starting to like ship like let's say like we just did a crossbody bag. I shipped 30% air, but the rest of it went sea. So it's like they sold out, but we have 70% more inventory coming up in like 4 or 6 weeks. So I'm gonna start doing that. Just like air freighting a small bit and restocking the rest. You know?
Yeah, true.
Wait, dude,
true.
good for us. That 100% tariff on all kitchen cabinets is going to be real nice for us. Well,
Oh, yeah.
kind of. But
really.
yeah, he's all kitchen cabinets and vanities and stuff from out of the U.S. got 100% tariff thrown on them. I think starting today.
So
or
it's like
tomorrow or something.
IKEA, like just price is gonna go through the roof.
Yeah,
Restoration
because like
hardware?
Good.
well, it's just anything that comes from I don't know if it's furniture, but cabinets. So like IKEA and Home Depot and like that's the hardest thing for us is because like to be completely honest, we have a much nicer product, but from about 15 feet away, cabinet's the fucking cabinet. So that's the hardest thing we always deal with.
And
is
Joe's
like,
always touching cabinets like, nah, these are
yeah,
these
but
are
like
shit.
I will say that like most customers don't really care if they feel good when they open them and stuff. They just want them to look nice. And I mean, white oak stained is white oak stained. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah, Gym 2 restrooms, Home Depot.
Yeah. So, but it makes it really hard for us to compete because, like, yeah, they ship pre-built boxes from China and it's like they're half the price of ours. And it's like we just have never tried to compete in that market because it's not worth it. Now we'll be able to compete because now it's double the price for all these fucking. Problem is, I think it's also we get all of our hinges and guides and like accessories come from China, so our prices are going to go up too, though.
Ass.
Yeah, your house is going to get a little bit more expensive.
I already know. I'm gonna go. I already know this house is gonna be the.
Yeah, I think that went into effect today. It's
gonna wreck me
tomorrow.
Hey, I
Your
have
builder's doing my extension.
Is he?
and my architect.
Wait, really?
And your architect. Yeah.
Wait, Mike's doing the
I don't know. What's the name?
Fairmont?
I think so.
I didn't know he did.
The guy came to my house. He said, yeah, I'm doing Max's house. I said, oh.
Oh, then yeah, he's a nice guy.
Yeah.
You still working with Henny?
No, not for this project. No, the designers that we have for this, we wanted something. We wanted something that's like completely different than anything that's like we've seen before. So we found this this design firm. It's called the Lifestyled Co. We like found them on YouTube. They did like house tours of like, hey, they're based out of Arizona, and so the founder is this girl named Kristen. I think her husband run it, and like they have a bunch of designers. They've been doing it like 10 plus years, and they have all these like really extravagant Arizona homes. They do the tour, and like when she would do the walkthroughs, I was just so not only like the house just looked amazing, but I was really blown away that like they would do the tours, and you could just tell by the way she's like going through item by item, like you just know what the fuck you're talking about. Like you know why you chose this, why this, the details of it. Here's what we do this, like the slope, and I was like, wow, it was like kept being blown away by it, and like it was just like it was just a cool, different kind of vibe. And so I showed Taylor, and Taylor loved them. And then, so we hired them. And so they're doing like the whole house. Like, it's not just the furniture, it's
The whole thing.
the whole package.
You can tell we do houses.
Should have hired them for Alphaland.
Yeah, we do a lot of houses where like you can tell when there's a real designer involved because there could be a $4 million home here in Houston that's nice, but it's white walls and whatever. And then we work with this company in Colorado that's like a real designer, and it's just like random. There's fucking wood structures on the walls
it's like
with moss in them
layering
and
and
stuff. And
like
like you would never
it's-
even think to do that, but you walk in and it's like
It's a nice touch.
the whole everything about the house is like wallpaper and picked out and stuff, and it just looks more.
That's why when I'm like
elevated
going
than-
through the house now, I'm like imagining, I'm like, oh man, these like rooms are so big. But in my head, I'm visualizing like white walls and like some furniture in them. But I know, like, I can't even wrap my head around like what the inside of this house is going to look like after these designers are done with it, because it's just going to be shit I
designers
can't
are
even
legit.
imagine.
Sometimes we'll get the selections from these crazy designers, and I'm like, this sounds fucking. It'd be like you wood uppers and Green Island and this and it's like this sounds like shit. And then when it all comes together, it's like, damn, that looks.
And
very...
I'm basically like full. Besides, like I'm gonna have some real strong opinions about like my specific office and like the gym. But other than that, I'm really just trusting the process on it. And yeah, it's gonna be.
I spent an hour last night building a movie room for you. I'm excited.
Real excited.
You're gonna have the sickest movie room ever made.
The movie room is what we call it. There's a golden ratio of like ceiling height to width to length. Similar. It's the shaft to
The yaw.
So yeah, the yaw to the shaft is actually it's not.
Y'all have no idea what we're talking about.
No.
I watched that Brendan Fraser movie.
Blast in the Past.
No,
Bejeweled, Bedazzled, Bedazzled.
Yeah. And now I know some quotes that you always say.
Oh, bro, you want to go out there and you want to give
Yeah,
110%,
that one.
bro. Funny movie.
Yeah.
Funny.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
I've never seen that
Bedazzled.
movie.
I've just heard that quote so many times, and as soon as it happened in the movie, I was like, that's where he gets
It's
it.
Brendan.
Who's Brendan Fraser?
Brendan
Bro,
Fraser.
The Mummy.
The Mummy.
Tarzan.
It's
He's like a national treasure.
He basically basically gets in touch with. He ends up finding being like the devil, kind of sorta. But like he basically gets these
That
like,
actress? Who's that actress?
I forget her name, but she. But he gets like wishes, and he starts wishing, but she gives him exactly what he wants, but like literally what he wants, and it's like a goofy kind of thing. It's like, I want to be the most like he's trying to get this girl, so he's like, I want to be the most like she needs an emotional guy. I want to be the most emotional guy on the planet. So he's just like at the beach or something, and she's like talking to him, and like then he's just like crying. He's like he's like the sunset's making him cry, and like it's really funny. You should watch it. Bedazzled. Y'all got anything else you want to talk about?
Are we done?
No, we're not done.
Oh. I have something that's been like bothering me, but I don't want to talk about it because I don't want to be like the insensitive asshole that brings it up. And it has to do with what we talked about last week. And I feel like
Go ahead, Joe.
Wait. Before we continue, did you like? Were you saying like that actress because like?
Oh, she's attractive.
Oh.
Like, no, Heidi was like, that's like the prettiest lady in the world.
who?
I don't see
The-
beauty.
Who played the
I don't
the
see
devil.
anyone.
Yeah. I was
I need
just
to
like,
look this up real
She's
quick.
kind of like what's her name? Who's the actress from? No, I don't know. I forget her name. She's in a couple stuff.
Well, Heidi's crush used to be Brendan Fraser, so I'm like,
Brendan Fraser's
that girl's
awesome.
pretty attractive.
I haven't
too.
watched The Whale yet.
yeah, I
because
was
I don't want to cry.
just like,
but
man, like.
I have not watched
remember
The
this
Whale
moment.
apparently, it's really sad.
Joe, what'd you want?
Oh, Elizabeth Hurley. Yeah, she's in Austin Powers.
Yes, that's her.
Yeah, no, yep.
Damn, Austin Powers. That's a good movie.
Yes, it
Good
is.
series.
Charlie Sheen documentary.
Haven't
Just-
seen it yet. I
just
wanna
watched
watch it.
it. Wow.
Amazing.
Is it true
Wow.
that he said he slept with like 40,000 girls?
believe it.
I never heard a number.
How do you calculate that many?
Yeah, he's pretty.
All right,
just
30,000
doesn't
in
know.
one.
1,400. No.
I think it's something crazy.
Even
Joe,
that would be.
Yeah.
Joe, what do you want to talk about?
We're good. We can go at it.
Okay, well, I have a bunch of. I did.
I wanna hear it.
I did. Oh,
Did y'all watch the Charlie Kirk memorial, or did you see anything about it?
Yeah.
I saw parts of it.
I'm not the conspiracy guy, but like
There was
something
Why
is
were the
off.
parents not there?
Everything about this whole thing, nothing's making any sense. I don't like how fast she took over and moved on, and like
You saw what Candace Owens posted?
yeah, I don't want to be the guy that's like, this is weird, but like something's weird. The memorial had ads to buy shirts and stuff, and people were saying that apparently there was booths set up all around the stadium to buy merch and like sign up to register as a Republican voter. Trump kind of went on a tangent about Tylenol. The whole thing was just fucking weird.
It's
man.
a very
Sorry to be
interesting.
dumb. Did the Tylenol thing happened at?
No, he announced that they were making an announcement the next day while he was giving his
Yeah, he like
But
brought that up
it
for the first time there.
It felt like a fucking MAGA rally. It just very strange. The wife is too cool with
She's
everything.
too happy.
Hey!
Right? Like,
I will
everything is
say.
just
I will
fucking
say.
weird.
I don't know about all the other stuff, but you have to respect that people grieve.
Yeah, I know.
in
That's
their
what
own way.
everyone fucking says
and
to
what
cover
like
that up. Like,
but it's true, bro. Like, if someone is like acting some way, and you're like, "Why aren't you mourning hard or whatever?" Like, I don't think you can. Like, you have, to, and it's hard to even put in perspective. But like, you have to like people mourn in their own way, and like emotions hit them differently.
I appreciate
and, like,
that, but from my personal stance,
Why are you laughing?
It's a little
because
weird.
he's like,
Are you mourning?
He's like, I feel like I appreciate that. I agree with you. I think
It just seemed a little fast. Like if I'm just okay, I'll make the statement right now. If I am publicly assassinated in a very horrific way in front of you, if Amanda announced she took my company over 3 days after I get my fucking head blown off, y'all should fucking call the cops on her. Something's a little fishy about that. It just seems a little
I hear
too
what you're
fast.
saying. I think people grieve their own way. I do think that the way she's been blasted to the
Did
front
you
as
see
like
the
a
show?
superhero is like kind of weird.
She
to me.
hosted the show and like she's like giggling and smiling. And again, I get it. Everyone grieves differently. And that's what everyone's gonna fucking say.
I haven't seen the clips.
The whole
I've seen
thing,
a still
the
image of
story
her
we've
smiling.
gotten, the FBI saying we caught the shooter, we didn't catch the shooter. The other guy saying he was the shooter and he wasn't the shooter. The trajectory not adding up. The bullet being missing.
I think in the next 2
The
weeks we're gonna get a
school-
lot of information.
The school remodeled the fucking crime scene less than 72 hours after he shot. The school pulled all the grass up and put concrete down. And it's like, it was a pre-planned construction. If I got shot in my house, I'm not even a high-profile person. If I got shot in my house would be a crime scene for fucking 3 days. Like, how is this high-profile assassination?
question.
Like, within 2 days, they took the tape down and remodeled the whole
I
area?
feel like
it's just weird.
Every event that happens, or at least most of them, end up being some sort of not a conspiracy theory, but conspiracies start happening about like this doesn't make sense.
This is just weird.
What was the last large event, maybe a death that everyone's just like, oh, clear evidence, and we're moving on.
Well,
The owner of that pharmaceutical company,
yeah.
that got shot in.
I was
New
about
York.
to say, guess who's getting sued? Ty Lopez. Remember
Yeah,
him?
I saw
I
that.
saw that.
Fuck
Yeah.
that guy.
Yeah.
But
Anyway, I'm going to talk about it. People are going to probably be like, "Oh, you are insensitive" or whatever. It just
No.
feels a little strange.
I
There's
haven't
a lot
gone
of
down the
things that
rabbit
aren't-
hole of
If you
that.
go down the rabbit hole, there's a lot that's not
should
really
we all
making
take
sense.
a vote about
And
do
hold
we
up.
think Tyler Robinson was a guy that shot him?
Oof, that is a.
Yes or
See,
no?
here's the problem with this whole thing, and this is why it's a conspiracy.
There's not a-
Because if we're wrong, then we're the biggest assholes ever because we're like blaming, like what are we insinuating, right? That this is all cover up and who's behind it and is the wife involved?
You've been
so
seeing
you're like the
Candace
biggest
Owens.
asshole.
Bro, I have not gone down any sort of information hole to make any sort of decision or thought on any of that.
You should look into it
Candace
just to
Owens-
kind of get an idea.
What
of
I
like,
saw, what I talked about in the last podcast was that's like the end of my like journey of that. I've not gone deeper than
there's like military veterans and hunters that are basically like, we've shot. There's a very popular deer hunting round, 30-06. Like, where's the exit wound? Like the human spine's not strong enough to stop that. But like, if you shoot a fucking elk, the bullet's gonna come out the other side. Why a neck you would think there'd be like? There's a lot that just doesn't fucking make sense.
Right.
And again,
so
maybe
the
it's all
bullet
just
didn't
coincidence.
go through.
There's no. I mean, we still don't have an autopsy, right? Like they still haven't released anything. But I think they're claiming they never found the bullet.
So what would be the alternative that of what's happened then?
Conspiracy or not, I think that.
Well, like,
this-
what, give me a random answer that could
I
be.
mean, the running conspiracy right now is that towards the end of his career, he's been a little harsher on Israel. He had donors that apparently were pressuring him to shut up about Israel and stop pressuring. He was invited there, kind of hostilely. Apparently, he kind of pissed off some people in the realm, and I guess the conspiracy here would be like they didn't like what he was doing. He's a little too powerful. He controls a lot of fucking people. I mean, people kind of contribute him for the reason that Trump won.
Is that why the Netanyahu did like that video?
I mean,
Is
the
that part
fact
of
that Netanyahu, that Charlie Kirk was pretty critical of Israel here towards the end, and then Netanyahu's giving the day he dies, he's, oh, we're such good pals, and I hung out with him, and like he was kind of talking shit about Netanyahu a week before. Everything just seems, I don't know. Who knows?
I think
Just seems a little
everything
fishy.
after his death is really weird. I can confidently
right?
say
Like,
that. I think it's very
there's
weird.
again, I was at college campus. Every kid there has a fucking cell phone, but we only have like 2 angles. Like, where's all the foot? Like, if you did an Alpha Lead event, there's 5 million angles of everything, but like we've only seen 2 shots of what happened. The campus is covered in fucking cameras, but there's 1 pixelated shot of this kid walking upstairs. Like, where's all the
And
video
that guy
evidence
doesn't
of
really-
him climbing on the roof?
He
And
looks
like,
similar to the shooter, but like you saw the comparison.
I don't know. It's just fishy that like you have a campus covered in cameras, but we don't have a single clear shot of him climbing on the roof. You don't have a single clear shot. We have him jumping off the roof, but from like 100 yards away, and you can't really make out what's happening. And it's like, it's a college. There's Alpha Land has cameras fucking everywhere. You can't tell me a college doesn't have a camera covering every angle.
Okay, I'm not saying anything. Have you ever watched movies where like someone on the inside knows someone who knows all the security cameras? And you're like, oh, this angle, you're good there. I'm
What do
like,
you think this kid's like? You ever watch Shooter? Mark Wahlberg gets framed for shooting somebody.
Yeah, I think
Things
so.
like that. Very good movie. You should watch it. I don't know. It's just
Why is she doing
fishy.
like? Why is she? My thing is like, why is she doing press tours and not being at home with the children? Not that you may have already answered this.
Everyone
like,
grieves.
yeah, everyone.
That's
grieves
what everyone's gonna
differently,
say, and I'm
but
like,
it's like the day after. You know, you're like smiling and giggling on camera.
It wasn't the day after, but it was within a week.
Yeah, like
I mean,
I feel like I would be depressed for like a very long time.
I just feel, I don't know.
You're right. Everyone
it's
grieves
like-
differently.
I don't like, forget all of that. The biggest red flag to me was like, they did this fucking, I've heard a couple people call it this, but like WWE Memorial, where it was like there was announcers, there was fucking fireworks.
They said
there
that
was
he really liked fireworks. That's
whatever,
why
but
was,
it's this big
Why were
production.
the
You're
parents
selling
not there?
shirts. There's
Yeah.
links to get.
That
I
was
think they were
interesting.
there.
Why did the
No, they
parents
weren't. They
not
weren't.
speak?
They
And why
weren't.
are they not? They
Well, I
weren't
mean,
there.
the parents
also,
were there?
why is Candace Owens hasn't been invited to anything? And her and Charlie Kirk, from what we can tell online, are like best of fucking friends. And she's like, she
I
didn't want
think
anything to
she
do with
didn't
any of
wanna
them.
go.
No, I know, but like that's a red flag, right?
Well, she was like, I want. She said, I care about who actually committed this.
yeah.
crime.
I mean, if Max was assassinated tomorrow and none of us show up and we're like, something's not right about this, I feel like people should probably listen to us and not fuck. I don't know.
Do you think that she's trading the pain and the heartbreakenness and like the sadness with like she's trading those emotions with like the like publicity she's getting, like the fame she's getting? You think that's filling in that void?
Well, now you
she's
have-
getting pressure.
Yeah, she's.
to be,
But,
to,
but I feel like when you're getting pressured to the front and you're now like a huge celebrity, it could probably like, push away.
We're
all
going
that pain.
really far down the rabbit hole here, but also a lot of the guys now that are coming forward, like the Ben Shapiro's and the like a lot of the guys that are now stepping up and like we're going to help run it, are very strong advocates of Israel. Where Charlie Kirk was kind of not for Israel towards the end, and that's where like Tucker's kind of speaking up, and he's like, why are guys that were not close with Charlie are all of a sudden like helping with the show and like
scary.
right? That's why it's a little.
we gotta think if that's like the #1 show for conservative youth, it's like anyone and everyone's gonna probably try to get on there and
Yeah.
make
Man,
a place.
The
in that.
conspiracy is that Israel didn't like what he was doing. They fucking got rid of him. Now they're going to take over his platform and do what they want with it.
When did I mean? I'm probably gonna sound so stupid, but like.
You're in a safe space, bro.
I recently found out that Israel had so much power, but like it seems as if like lately, America, at least, America has been on this like anti like Israel like vibe. I don't know if I should say that.
The
but
government's not. The government's
not, but
No,
like
they're
people
like a
like
little-
The people,
I think-
the people are like,
even as somebody that's like pro-Israel.
you are.
I mean, I never had a reason not to be, but
I mean, not that it
recently,
matters.
because
Not that it
of the
matters.
actions over the last couple of years, I'm definitely more like. I think my bigger thing is like, why is the government so pro? Like, we're a little too pro.
okay,
like
okay,
we
okay,
give
I
them
see
a
what
little
you're saying.
too much fucking.
Yeah.
Any other country, if any other country did what's happening to Palestine, Gaza, we would step in and be like shutting them down right now. But we just keep giving them more
letting it
fucking
happen.
weapons.
We're
Like if
aiding
anything,
it.
if anything, we're like promoting.
yeah.
It kind of feels like Israel controls us, which
Because
is a
there's some
strange-
conservatives that are against.
Like
Yeah.
Israel.
my whole thing is like, what happened to the conservative mindset of like, if it's not in our territory, we're not going to worry. Like we're going to stick with our country and do our. It's like we're doing the opposite.
I like this division currently between the conservatives because it's like now there's actually like identity in like the types,
Yeah.
Because
I don't know.
you're right. Like
Did you
why
just follow
are
whatever-
we? Yeah,
yeah.
because before it used to be like, oh, I lean this way, so I agree with everything that happens this way. I lean that way, so I agree with everything that happens this way. Now it's like, you can be a conservative, I'm putting it out there, and you could be pro. You could be pro Israel. You could be like, not that you're anti, but it's like I don't agree with like
I don't know.
Aiding a war.
Well, I mean, like
Yeah.
historically, we are pro-Israel as a country because that was our biggest ally over there, and throughout Afghanistan war and Iraq and stuff, that was the only ally we really had in the region to help us, gather intel and shit. Now it kind of seems like Israel's just kind of on a fucking run for we're
like
gonna take whatever the fuck we want, we're
Yeah.
gonna do whatever the fuck we want, and no one can tell us not to.
It's like we owe them our life. Like there's something that we're in debt to them that we don't even know about. That's what it feels like to me.
I don't know, man.
I don't want to like.
I feel kind of similar.
Tin hat
and I want to
conspiracies.
know what that thing is. Like, what do we owe Israel?
I just don't like how fucking ballsy. Like Netanyahu's like he's getting ballsy.
Did you see
he's
what
getting to
Ben-
the point now where like he's like telling Trump what
Did
to
you
do.
see what
It's
Ben
not like-
Shapiro said? He said that he would. He said that he would remove the birthright U.S. president law for him to become the president of America.
Who?
Ben Shapiro said that. I don't know if it was true, but he said that I saw a quote that said that if he were able to remove the birthright law for like like the ability to become a U.S. president, he would do that for the guy that you just mentioned.
For Netanyahu?
Yeah.
Ben Shapiro said that?
I'm pretty positive I read that this morning. Yeah.
Wow.
Social media, dude. Fake news.
Is that wild?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
if it's
wild.
real, it's fucking wild.
Yeah.
The whole thing's just fucking.
I'm pretty positive
saw-
he said that
They
because
had-
it was a David Harris Instagram. He was going in on him. He was like, "How do we support someone who could say something like this?"
They had Bradley Martin. You know, like I think his name's like Mateo, but he's like this fucking kid that gets famous. He went on like the Oscars randomly. He wasn't supposed to be there, and he like snuck onto the stage and said some shit. I don't know. But he has a podcast now, and he had Bradley Martin on, and he was trying to get Bradley Martin to like take a stance on the whole like Israel-Palestine thing or whatever, and he like wouldn't do it. And he's like, all right, like what if there was a Jewish member came to your gym and said that 4,000 years ago God promised him a membership for free, so he's got to cut it to your gym. Would you let him in or not? He's like, no. And he's like, all right. And then if he started bombing your gym until you let him in, and Bradley Martin's like, what the fuck? That'd be like terrorism. He's like, exactly. That's basically the whole fucking like it was promised land to us a long time ago, and now we're going to take it. If you don't give it to us, we're going to bomb the fuck out of you. When you put it that way,
This is where I pull out of the conversation.
right, right.
You're like, oh, that's really interesting.
Yeah.
You're like, okay.
All right, well, back to what I initially said. It just seems a little fishy. I guess we'll find out. Historically speaking, when something feels a little fishy, MLK, JFK, we pretty much at this point know that those were both inside jobs. Like they pretty much have admitted to it now.
JFK?
Yeah. Yeah, the documents
In the
have been out
car?
there, like the CIA. I'm just saying, historically, when something feels a little off with a public assassination, it tends to not be legit, and this feels very similar to those two.
I've never seen someone grieve in the way that Erica.
Even outside of her, just go back
Yeah.
to the if you don't want to get in
I just
trouble for
wanna
that,
keep
just
it
the
there.
trajectory of the shot, the kid hobbling onto the roof, the gun story, like he took it apart before he jumped off the roof. Oh, we found it put together. Oh, it was put together, but you can't see it in the video. It's just none of it fucking makes sense.
But here's a question.
Yeah.
Could it all have happened?
That's the problem. Like I don't feel strongly enough that like if I'm wrong, I get killed. Like, no, I don't fucking know. Maybe it did happen the way they're saying it happened. It just seems a little weird.
Back to your question. Do you believe it was him, Tyler Robinson?
The photo looks a little off, bro. I don't know.
What do you mean photo?
Like there's the guy with the glasses. And
No,
then
I believe that's him. I don't
You do
think
think
that's
it's him for
yeah.
sure?
I just don't know if he's the one that took the shot.
I don't know nothing about nothing.
I'm gonna be watching Candace Owens this week. So
I like
she's-
her.
She's been on it, bro.
Yeah.
And like recently, she obviously is super conservative, but like she's disagreeing with a lot of the stuff.
And I love that.
Yeah, I love that.
I love
Yeah.
that because like
Wouldn't people who are like super political and vocal about their political views be like more so like maybe I don't want to go down this path because I'm like witnessing stuff like this happen.
You know what pissed me off with Candace Owens and the memorial and everything else?
Why
It's
does
like,
Candace Owens piss you off?
Because let's assume the roles are flipped and one of my friends was assassinated. I truly believe it wasn't what they're saying it is. I'm trying to expose the truth. Putting ads in the video immediately, I feel like kills her argument. I get she has to make money and my whole fucking thing's anti-ads. But it's just something.
Joe hates ads.
It's just something feels off when you're like, my friend was assassinated. I'm going to get to the bottom of it. And today's episode is sponsored by. It's like something about that. I'm like,
but if she does that for every video, you can't knock her.
yeah,
for
but
that.
this isn't a normal video. This is her best friend was assassinated, and she thinks the government is involved, and she's trying to expose that. And then there's ads in the video, and I'm just
mean-
like, the minute you run an ad, even the memorial, the minute at the bottom of the screen it was like donate today, I'm immediately this whole thing.
do you
just
think-
fucking
do you think when they
what
were-
would you donate to? Like, what were they asking? I didn't watch it.
It was like you could go online to buy a wristband, you could get a T-shirt, or you could donate to like the Turning Point USA fund that they use to like go to colleges and talk to kids and try to get them. And I don't know if it's true or not. It was social media, so who knows? But apparently there were like booths, like voter registration booths set up, so people that were coming to the event could register as Republicans, and like you had the whole cabinet there giving speeches, and Trump talking about his, you know. It just felt fucking. It felt slimy.
Well, if the cabinet was there, they had to hire a tariff on it.
Nice.
Do you watch?
All right, let's tone it back. Let's
you
go
ever-
back
That was
to
a
fun
good
stuff.
one.
Did you ever watch Handmaid's Tale? Like a little bit of it?
No, I only watch good shows.
Did you?
Yeah. It is a
Does
good
this
show.
does this kind of feel a little bit like a little bit
I mean,
like do you ever feel like we're headed in that direction just a tiny bit? Not in like a
with the left and right, yeah.
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 Like I feel like there's going to be a point where like we're
I didn't see it, so I don't know what
oh,
the-
you need to watch that show is like it's a really good show.
Not good.
Have you
you
seen
watched
it?
it?
I watched like 2 episodes.
Why didn't you like it?
I don't like old. I don't like
Cinematic.
I don't like shows that are set in a time that doesn't have technology.
Actually, it's
It's present.
It's
It's,
present.
just
It's
like
just-
imagine if
Yeah.
They have cell phones.
Yeah.
imagine if our government came
Did
in
they?
and just confiscated everything
I don't know why I didn't like it.
because I liked it.
Because you liked it.
You don't ever like the same show as you and I.
I have a eclectic palate, dude.
Okay. But anyways, I feel like we're heading towards that direction for sure, or it feels like we are sometimes.
Well, maybe that we're looping back here. Maybe that was the COVID experiment, was to see like would we listen if they were like stay the fuck inside and don't use this and don't do
Do you
that.
think something like COVID could ever happen again, or would people be like, nah, I ain't, nah?
I think it will happen again because labs are always experimenting with more and more deadly fucking diseases.
But if they're
and
like
eventually
stay
one's gonna
inside, you
escape.
have to wear a mask. Would they?
No,
if-
I think
wouldn't they?
here's my fear
Under
is
a
that
Republican? No.
under anyone, my fear now is that a truly bad outbreak like Ebola or something is going to fucking take
No one's
over the
gonna take it
world.
seriously?
And everyone's going to be like, fuck that. I'm not doing that shit again. And everyone's going to die.
No, seriously, this
Like-
vaccine actually saves everyone.
Yeah, now I think they shit the bed so bad with that first one. And again, I'm not just to be like, oh, fuck Biden. If you were in their shoes, I mean, Trump did it too. If you were in their shoes, right, like a new disease or new virus is out there and a lot of people are dying, right? Initially off the rip, like hundreds of thousands of people died. So, I mean, yeah, if I was the president of the United States, like, do you take the chance that it's not that bad and don't lock down? And like, what if you don't lock down and 8 million fucking of your citizens die? So like, I get why they went so hard up front because they didn't know what it was going to be. I feel like once they got the power in place, they kind of fed off of it and liked it and they kept it going way longer than they should have.
Did you see the auto pen?
Yeah, that shit was funny.
How
as
they
hell.
put the auto pen in replacement
really
of Biden.
funny.
This is the most childish administration I've ever seen. in
I,
my
Damn.
life.
I saw the
You
image
saw that?
of his signature.
So-
It's like Trump auto pen.
what is
Trump.
auto pen?
Like he
It's
took
a
Biden's picture
mechanical-
off of the White House wall.
No, I
Okay,
saw
all right,
it.
hold
I
on,
saw
hold
his
on,
like
hold on.
autograph. But what is
So there's a whole
Where
thing
are
that
we
came
right
out.
now?
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like,
Yeah,
when you
no,
watch
I hear
Handmaid's
that.
Tale, it kind of makes if and like, I don't care if you're pro Trump or not for Trump or whatever. Like, some of the decisions
Stop
and
acting
things
like a
he
child,
does, yeah,
bro.
like he's just like
So
very interesting, man.
I think in government, there's a thing that they can't use like DocuSign. They can't do digital signatures. So there's an auto pen.
I
which
love
is like-
DocuSign.
Yeah. So an auto pen is like a little contraption that with an actual pen, like a presidential pen, can sign, but it's a machine doing it. So you train it on the signature and then it just copies it. And it came out when Trump got in there that apparently a lot of documents that were signed by Biden were actually signed with an auto pen.
Is the idea
And the
because he
idea is
couldn't sign it?
or that he didn't even know what they were. Like maybe no one even asked him if he wanted to do these things. Whoever was actually running the show was having shit.
See, I never heard of auto pen.
Regardless of that, Trump had this wall of presidents added to the thing, and it's a picture of every president, and it gets to Trump, and then when it gets to Biden, it's a picture of the auto pen device, and it says President Biden under it, and then it goes to him, like he's saying that like Biden was never actually the president; it was just an auto pen that was the president.
That's
so
like
childish.
crazy,
bro.
That is
bro.
trolling to the
crazy.
finest.
like the Jimmy Kimmel thing. That like it's just kind of
Oh,
like
now he's taking Kimmel to or ABC to like court.
yeah,
I'm
bro.
like,
He posts memes all the time about. He's like, "You're
Yeah, I didn't
fired,
know-
Jerome Powell."
Bro,
when we-
did you
when
see
we
that Gotta
talked-
Catch 'Em All video?
Yeah, when
Like,
we
White House posted that.
yeah.
The White House definitely has like a 22-year-old running their social media, bro.
Bro, that
Real
shit
quick,
was
we go back because
crazy.
I didn't know all the shit when we talked about Jimmy Kimmel. All right, so now I understand better. I didn't know that. So ABC is on the public airways, which does have to follow public guidelines, and that was where they were being forced to take them down.
That's FCC, right?
Yeah, but freedom of speech does not apply to public airwaves. If Jimmy Kimmel was on HBO or Netflix, he can say whatever he wants, and it is his free speech. But if you're on public airwaves, you have to follow a certain criteria. And I think what they were going after was that he was like falsely identifying a criminal or something because he said he was a MAGA. Doesn't matter. You can't do that on public airways. And that was where they were going. So actually, after learning all the facts, I do think ABC probably should have suspended him.
Yeah, but they reinstated him right away.
Yeah. But I think initially it was like, well, he has freedom of speech. I didn't realize that he's on public airways, which do have to follow a certain guideline.
Bro.
So it's not freedom of speech. He can say whatever he wants, but not on public airways.
I feel like the FCC won't let me be, or let me be me, so let me see. They tried to shut me down on MTV, but it'd be so empty without me.
You were waiting for this moment.
You like that little
At first, I
freestyle?
thought you were actually making a statement. Then I realized, oh fuck.
Hey, I got some questions from the people. So I thought some are a little goofy, some are a little more serious.
We should disclaimer real quick. Everything said in the last 30 minutes is probably false and misinformation, and don't listen to us.
Everything Joe says is probably false and misinformation.
We need disclaimers. From
Would
now
you like
on.
to start with a wacky question or a serious
Yeah,
question?
wacky.
wacky? Let's liven it up.
Yeah.
Okay. This is a good one. Would you rather have penis-sized nipples or nipple-sized penis? It's kind of the same side. Nipple-sized penis or penis-sized nipples?
This is where we're going with this.
I'm gonna go with the.
You said you wanted wacky.
I'm gonna go with the nipples.
Penis-sized nipples, right?
So you want
Penis-sized nipples.
your nipples to be penis-sized?
Hey, at least people will know. You know,
Say for you, Max.
if they see the nipples, they know.
Nothing
But
would
your
change.
nipples wouldn't look like a penis. It would just be the length of a
I mean,
penis.
I would do that and I would get surgery. So yeah,
No, you can't. It's in the bylaws.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
I mean, the alternative is. I got,
if you don't have
your
any
voice
long
just
nipples,
squeaked. Subprimal.
yeah, shit. Never mind.
if you had no nipples, everyone knows what's going on. You know.
That's true. Joe would have no nipples. Hey, someone asked if they wanted to hear some. I feel like I have some good ones. Some Christian drunk stories.
I have good Max drunk stories.
Oh yeah.
I kind of always hold it together.
Christian, let me explain the type of drunk Christian is. Christian's the guy, he makes other people look like they're degenerate drinkers when in reality he's the cause of all of the problem. Christian, it'd be like a Wednesday, and Christian would be like, this is back in the day when our responsibilities were much lower, right? I'd come and visit. Christian would be like, hey dude, let's just go like play some darts at like Flying Saucer down the street, right? And it's just like this little casual bar. Let's play some darts. Get like one drink, bro. I'm like, okay, sure, man. That sounds like a great time. I'm here in Texas. And we'd go and we'd have like a drink, right? And then here's what Christian would do. Christian would be like, I'm going to go get, do you want to get like one more beer? One more beer? Or I'm going to go to the bathroom. And he would come back and he'd be like, got 3 shots for us each. And then he'd make you take a bunch of shots. And they'd be like, bro, just book the table downtown. And then when you get out to the club with Christian, he always does this thing where like he has like a drink and like a straw, and he'll do this little like verbal. He'd be like, let's chug. You want to chug? You want to chug? And then he'll just make you chug your drink alongside of him.
And then I will hold the liquor way better than all my friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really have a drunk story because yeah, you do hold it really well.
I'll like go.
Yeah.
I'll be on the brink of throwing up. You won't know. I'll like go somewhere private, go throw up, come back. You'll never know.
Man, when was
You
the
would. Honestly, the worst thing in our going out history that could happen would be you're like right on the verge of being a little too drunk and this motherfucker comes walking out with like
Yeah.
5 shots and you're just like,
dude? Honestly,
Yeah.
Heidi is always the one that is bringing shots out.
Yeah.
Anywhere we go,
But she'll only drink 20%.
Bro,
There's a tray of shots.
I once saw Heidi at your townhome. We were doing like a huge pregame. A lot of the athletes were down, and she got everyone's shots. And when it was her turn to take
Dumps
the shot,
it.
she literally threw it back,
Yeah.
like, behind her
Yeah.
head.
that should be illegal.
And I was like, "Whoa!"
Yeah.
Like that was the first time I'd ever seen her do
Yeah.
that.
Shelly,
Yeah.
you're like
I get mad every time she does that.
are you like forever done with alcohol, or are you just kind of like?
I've been drinking alcohol since December of 2024. I had a sip in Mexico like 4 months ago.
you're a
and
liar.
I hated it. But what'd you say?
You're a liar.
what was that?
I didn't know there's. I didn't know you could just have a. I didn't know if a sip was cool.
I'm kind of with.
I haven't drank since December.
I got pretty
bro.
drunk in Lake Charles last weekend, and
Feels like
I
shit.
kinda like
you
yeah,
feel
right.
it,
Like
right?
I don't feel
I kinda
good.
like wine.
Joe's like, I think I'm done with alcohol.
like
I mean, I
wine?
drank last weekend.
Yeah,
but
but
Like wine is chill. Like I can.
Does
when I
wine
would
count?
drink- I mean, yeah, it does count.
I think I'm
don't
kind of
drink.
done like doing things that make me not feel good, and I feel like
Yes,
drinking,
bro.
and like for me in particular, like eating a giant bowl of like fettuccine. It's great, but like I feel like every time I do it, I feel like shit. after.
fettuccine and shots. Joe's
No, I'm just
done.
saying, like anything. I don't know why we do this. It's like I know that like eating a bunch of barbecue is gonna make me have like indigestion, but I still fucking do it once a month. And I'm like, why am I doing? Like, I think I'm to
I'm
the
with
point now
you.
where like I'd rather just only do things that I know are gonna make me feel good.
That's the moment that I came to stop drinking. I was
Man,
like, this shit sucks.
In this big game room that we're building at the house, we are having this like 10-foot like really nice like bar built out, and I'm like, man, we don't drink like that much, but it will look nice.
Yeah, I mean, you never really got hangovers. So for you, I always
Yes,
got
I
hangovers.
did.
When I was
All
young.
the
He
time.
was always the most functional.
Bro.
Even I'd be
In
fine
the-
the night of. The next day, he'd be way more functional.
Cayman Islands,
Yeah.
we would get fucking sloshed, and at 7 a.m., this motherfucker screaming at the blender, waking everyone up, and I'm like,
I
what are you
remember
doing?
this-
Yeah.
Now,
was like,
let's a little higher pitch. Try it one more time.
I can't
Bro.
do it. I'm not you.
Yeah, you would
That
like
was-
you
those were
work
funny-
out and
those
be
were
like
funny
making
stories.
margaritas at 8 a.m. and all of us are still like trying to wake up.
I think with my drinking, I guess I'm like super casually a casual drinker now. Like I used to always kind of like look at alcohol, and maybe this is like, oh, Max, you had a problem. I don't know, but like I'd kind of be like, what's if I'm gonna drink, like because of the calories, the cost of it, right? Like if I'm gonna drink, like I'm going to drink. So when I drink, it was only gonna be like once a week. I'd be like Saturday, we're going out. Like I'm gonna drink. I'm gonna get drunk with my friends. It's gonna be a good time. So I could never understand the like when people are like, oh, I had a hard day. I had like a beer when I get home, or I have a beer with dinner. I'd always be like, why would you do that? Like wasting calories, money. Like just drink water, a Diet Coke tastes better. I'm like, why would you have like one drink? I could never understand. I'm like, if you don't get drunk, why even have any alcohol at all? But now, maybe getting older and wiser, I like when I go out like on a date or something, and I go to like a restaurant, like I like trying like a different cocktail. So I'll have like one, maybe two, but like spicy margarita when I go to like a sushi dinner with Taylor or something. We go to Drake's. I like to try like a kind of a cool little fruity cocktail or something. And when I go eat Mexican food, I still really enjoy a nice margarita.
You drink wine now?
You know, if we Uber to dinner, which I don't like to have one drink if I'm gonna drive. Like I'm just super.
You don't drive anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah, I normally Uber, so I like wine.
Yeah,
I'd rather that than like fruity drink.
I've gotten to the point where like alcohol just doesn't even sound good. Like the smell of it and the taste, it's just
Has
like
anyone in this room ever gotten drunk by themselves?
yeah,
Yes.
all the time.
Really?
I mean,
like
well,
alone at home,
What?
with no one around.
No, never.
Bro, 2024 when I was like going through like the Anaka changes and shit, that's what made me stop drinking.
Yeah, I feel like. See, I've never.
When
had
I
was
was
drinking
in
a-
my office, like in 2022, just like locked away.
bro.
in a
No one was
shack,
around?
Bro,
Yeah.
yes.
You just drink it by yourself.
Have some shots,
Bro, you would
like that's
walk
like a
in
slippery
and
slope to,
Christian
like,
would
being
have
an
like a
alcoholic.
whole
Yeah,
glass of-
round.
When I was in college, if I was like about to go meet with my friends,
that's
I'd like
different.
That's
rip
different.
a shot.
I'm
and
saying
go.
like by yourself playing Fortnite, just getting sloshed.
The only time I've ever done that was when I filmed a random YouTube video when the freeze was happening. I made a goofy video of me like trying different shots of like Jack Daniels and all these things. And it was like a clip. But other than that, I have never in my entire life cracked open just
Light.
watching TV or playing a game. I've never.
no, same.
And that's why I was always like, yeah, just when I drink, but outside of like those moments, I don't touch it. Like I don't, I could never wrap my head around having, because I was like the calories or the money. That was like the reason.
Bro, 2024, it was normal for me to come home from like work
It's just like
and
a
open
detox.
a
Like, I need a
Pinot
fucking
Grigio.
drink.
I would drink like 3/4 of the bottle.
Wait,
in one night.
so not even drink? Have you you've gotten drunk
Oh,
by
yeah.
yourself?
I'm
I'm saying-
sloshed going to bed.
I've never done that. I have no
Never.
desire to do that.
Completely like I wake up in the morning like fuck. Last night was rough. It
Never.
was just
I
Tuesday.
feel like that's like opening the door to like becoming an alcoholic.
Oh, I was.
Yeah, I feel like when you start drinking by yourself, like that is the start of your problem.
Bro, I would go to Kroger and buy like $9 bottles from Kroger. Like I would buy like
get
7
fucked up
for
on
the
a
week.
budget.
Yeah, it was bad. That's what made me stop.
You know, whenever you have an issue going on, I heard this like analogy the other day. It's kind of like, it's like if there's a fire in your house, right? And there's a smoke alarm.
It was like
going
It was
off.
anyone who'd come for a tour at the end of it, be like, "All right, we're at the bar in VIP. Let's take a shot."
Yeah.
you know, I'd just be like,
Well, you're drinking with people, I guess, but
"Yeah," but then they'd leave, and I'd still be like kind of drunk. I'd be like,
It's not gonna finish itself.
if a fire's happening and the fire alarm's going off, right? The fire alarm is not like causing the fire. It's just like alerting you what's going on. So it's
Mine
almost
don't work.
So it's almost like
Wait,
when
why?
You didn't get the joke.
Oh, dude, I thought you were being serious. I'd be like, Charlie, if I come to your house and I hear a fucking chirp, I will leave.
Yeah.
Well, I guess the
going.
idea is like if you drink by yourself, it's not be like, oh, I'm bored or whatever. It's like, oh, I drink because I want to have the fun. But like, why do you feel like you have to drink when you're by yourself to like achieve this like level of
if I'm at,
Well, I think-
if
I
I'm
think
at
it's
the
a
stress
beach,
for
if I'm
me.
at the beach too, and like whatever Heidi's doing something in the room, I'm going to the beach.
That's
I'll
a
get- I'll
little
get
different
drink.
though, because like you're on holiday.
I still wouldn't even.
That's different than
drink.
like being home.
You did it for
normal
stress,
week,
right? Like I mean, you were just
Yeah.
trying to like not feel anything.
Yeah, but I wouldn't like keep going. I'd like when I was with people, I'd have drinks, but then like I wouldn't drink after they'd leave.
Yeah. I would.
Yeah, no, I think you're using it as like a medication at that point.
Yeah, I was using it as like a.
Yeah, you're trying to like, escape from
Escape.
something.
I heard,
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
I don't take a lot of advice or things that Andrew Tate says seriously, but I randomly saw like a clip on Instagram where he's saying like I don't take pain pills because like literally the pain is your body's way of telling you something's wrong, and the idea of masking that with drugs just feels wrong.
Yeah.
And honestly, ever since I heard that, I'm kind of like that kind of does like if I have a
Heidi
headache,
would be like, red flag.
yeah, yeah.
Well, bro,
because of
that's-
I'm just saying the idea of like, oh, I have a little bit of a headache. Instead of listening to my body and like relaxing, I'm like, give me a bunch of Advil. I'm gonna keep going to the gym. Like, I kind of do agree with like if you have
That's
a headache
true.
or something, you should probably
Well, bro,
like
it's like-
feel
it's
it
like-
and not do that.
It's like if there's a
Yeah.
fire alarm goes off, you turn the fire alarm off. That doesn't mean like the fire still happens. And the fire alarm is just telling you that there's a fire. It didn't cause the fire. So it's like when something goes on in your body and like you're, whether you take a pill for like this or that, it's like you're just like you're taking the battery out of like the smoke alarm, right? Like the fire is caused by something else. Like you need to get to the core of like why the fire alarm went off in the
feel like
first
I
place.
should-
Are you
I'm gonna
like a
stop
Tylenol
taking
drinker?
meds.
Do you like pain meds?
Honestly, I rarely take like a ibuprofen or something like that. Like I really have to have a bad
I take
headache.
Advil like once a week at least.
I'm not like, I've recently become like what you just
Yeah, I
said.
feel like
like
I need to stop.
I'm like anti-meds now.
But
See, when
here-
they gave me like hydrocodone for my head,
Yeah.
they're like, "Oh, you probably need it for like a day." But like, I took it for like, I feel like I have addictive personality.
That's a little
Like,
bit
Yeah,
different though.
because
I
you
gotta-
feel
I gotta
really
be
good.
careful with that shit.
Yeah, but
Bro,
that's
it
different,
feels
right?
fucking good.
I like finished the bottle.
Well,
when I got my wisdom teeth pulled, I was supposed to take it for 2 days. I took it for like 2 weeks because
Okay, but I think it's
helping me
different
sleep.
if you inflict something
I
on your
slept
body.
so good. I was like,
Yeah, but like you chose to do the hair transplant or pull your. I feel like that's different.
Yeah.
Like if I choose to get veneers and I need fucking pain meds for that, it's like I know what
yeah,
it is.
but like you only
I'm
need
saying
them for
like,
2 days.
But no, he's saying like the
but I'm
extended
saying
use.
like throughout the day. Like if you just randomly like, oh, my left arm kind of hurts, let me take Advil for that. Like instead
but
of
it can
listening to
lead.
your
It
body,
can lead.
you're like,
It can lead to that.
yeah, but
that's
like-
how Adderall addiction starts
Yeah.
too.
But also, wouldn't it be like you're kind of selective? Like, oh, I understand medicine works. I'm glad we have medicine in the world, but you don't think that all medicine works, but you think some medicine is like beneficial. It's kind of like with my throat thing, right? I went to the doctor. He's like, yep, you have these eosinophils in your throat. Like you got the biopsy. Like, yep, this is happening, right? It's only gonna progressively get worse, right? Here's a medicine that will like this Dupexin. It like counteracts the eosinophils, whatever, I can't pronounce it. It does this thing that like counteracts what's happening in your body, right? And when I talked about this on YouTube, I had like some people that were like, oh, of course, like there's something going on, like you're just gonna put medicine. And like part of me is kind of like, sometimes like you just think I'll just ignore it and like I'll just heal. Like, no, I don't need medicine. But at what level is like you just being like ignorant to like something that like medicine can help versus you just relying on medicine to fix something? Because like I asked the doctor, I was like, hey, if I don't take the medicine, like will it just go away or like randomly happen throughout my life? He's like, no, it'll get worse.
I definitely think there's a fine line. It's definitely situational. Like for me, if we have low testosterone, like if you find out you have low testosterone,
It's like you're diabetic, like I'm not gonna take the insulin, bro.
No, you need-
if you find out you're low testosterone, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna like?
I'm gonna get fucking yoked.
Are you really gonna like pursue that?
On Wednesday, I found out if they were like, hey, you have like low testosterone levels, then I'd probably be like, maybe that's why I'm maybe more tired during.
what?
I think I talked right when you said it, so no one heard it. Bro.
What do you say?
No, if my testosterone,
I mean, bro, we've already talked about politics. We're good.
if my testosterone levels, just like
I didn't hear
What
it.
I said.
Yeah, well, just watch it on
All
Monday.
right, all right. I'll have to mark this.
I was trying so hard to hold it. I was like, oh. Because you were like
Did you hear
stuttering.
it?
You're like, maybe it's like why I'm like, oh. Oh man, I couldn't hold it in, man.
if I have low T, I think I would take testosterone because if the doctor's like, yeah, you need it, I'd be like, okay.
They won't say you need it. They'll say you could feel better.
Yeah.
If I start taking testosterone, would I start getting more energy? Like I just
I did. When I was on TRT, that's the biggest thing I noticed was like I woke up and I was fucking awake.
Even with minimal sleep, right?
Yeah, I didn't need a pre-workout. I drank less
Yes.
caffeine. I was ready to go to the gym. Like,
Bro, I'll take caffeine. I'll go days, like the past couple of days, I just take pre-workout or something, but like I'll lower my caffeine. Some days I'll go, when I go on vacation, I'll take no caffeine because I have no energy drinks or pre-workout. I'll like get 7-8 hours of sleep and I feel like I'm exhausted all the time. And I sleep 8
Well, you
but-
also
So
just had a baby.
you're gonna benefit from.
but I
yeah, but you
I
might
had
just have a lot of stress right now. You just had a baby. Because stress does weird shit to you too. Like stress can manifest in some crazy ways.
it can. But the fact that you're sleeping, you're still tired. Like how long do you sleep every night,
6 to 8 hours.
bro? TRT would definitely benefit you for sure.
I think you're going to be in like the
just-
500 range.
I just feel like
From eight something 2
Maybe
years ago.
600. 600. Then you don't need it.
I don't. I feel like he shouldn't like do it if he doesn't.
Only
need
if
it.
you're like 250,
Yeah.
then I would think about it.
But I want to look better than you guys.
Because now,
That won't happen.
I'm not gonna lie, Max.
Yeah, Max. I don't know if that's ever gonna.
No, but now that I've done it, I'm like, I wanna not have to use it anymore, bro. Don't you want to get to a point where you don't need to
I
use it?
told my doc, like I said, I'm totally open to if
natural.
that's gonna be best for me. Then
Yeah,
I'll
yeah,
get off
but
of it.
outside of
he
the
just wants- he's
fertility-
like leaning me down.
Outside the fertility,
not
like
even,
why?
not even with fertility. It's
What's
just-
the bad?
If you can have natural levels, like then you should definitely not.
Don't fuck it up,
Yeah,
bro.
don't
Because
fuck
once the moment you inject that shit in you, bro, not that you're fucked up for life, but like it's very hard to turn back. And if you have like normal, optimal levels where you can have kids, you can obviously
Yeah.
you're tired every now and then, but you can work out, you can do normal man things. Don't fuck it up. Because I'm honestly on the path.
I'm not looking to get on to TRT.
Oh,
I
okay.
just got my blood levels checked just like to have the levels, but like I'm
If they
not.
tell you that if you're at 300 then or 250,
I was like 800 something 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I don't think they've dramatically lowered. Now, I've been tired my entire life, so it's not just like recently I've been tired.
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of TRT, if you guys had to fight each other, who would win? Who do you think would win if like
We have weapons.
No, just fists. Okay, Joe, who do you think you would absolutely not win a fight against in this room?
I feel like my biggest challenge would be Joe.
I feel like my biggest challenge would be Shawley.
No, nothing against you, Shaw. I don't know if I can take
Against black
Christian.
people.
I don't know why, but I feel like you're like a little pit bull. Like I feel like you would take me down.
I feel I do.
I feel like I
Especially
could
with the
at
hair
least
transplant?
I could at least put a fight up with you guys. I feel like for some reason I get the vibe that
Here's
Christian
the
would.
question: do any of you
Fear you.
think that if I just go, you know what, bro, I'm sick and tired of your shit, I'm coming at you, would any of you be stressed?
Just like you saying it like that, I'd probably start laughing. I'm sick of your shit. I'm coming for you.
Okay. You know, I want to break this down.
You've a couple times on the pod said that you're prepared to beat off men. So
What?
Yeah, you said that a couple times.
I feel like Max is
You were
very,
first to fight
Max
against
is very
beating off.
bony.
Yes, said
You're
it.
very bony.
Okay,
you know, like I
let's-
feel like
Okay, but he
Wait,
has wrestling.
You said you wanted
fucking-
to what, man?
Yeah,
I would beat
he said it a couple times.
men off of me.
Like he said, like if guys came at me, like I'd beat them off. Just like-
That's fucking sick.
Okay, no, I want to break this down. I want to throw out
okay,
some
but Max
things.
has fucking like wrestling. He was a little fucking wrestler.
I did like 4 years wrestling, like 20 years
I mean,
ago.
lucky for us, that won't do anything. But
But here's the go. Would you take into the count that I am abnormally strong for my size into effect at all?
no,
I'm saying
don't think
you're-
that carries
you're
over?
Bony, you have a good grip. You have a good grip.
How would you know?
He's bony, bro.
How does? Oh, him gripping him would be good.
No, I'm saying he's got a strong like the way deadlifts and shit.
The way
like,
that I would hold you you would never get out. Dude.
How did you draw that? He has good grip from
I'm
his
thinking about
bones?
us like us training back. Max he's always had strong grip. on
I have a
everything.
stronger grip than every single one of you in this room. Period.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he does.
but like
It'll help you
said
beat off men.
He's bony. He said,
Off of me, Joe.
You said
You
he's
didn't say
bony,
off
so
of.
he has good grip.
You know, in football, when you would go and like hit somebody, and some people are just like really dense, and some are like kind of softer and easier to fucking take down.
Yeah.
Max is dense.
I've gotten that.
I
Like
feel like you're dense.
I'm dense too.
I feel like I would have a hard time getting
I
you
feel
off
like
your
you're
feet.
you're solid.
That's
what-
my
this
problem.
is
Is like
getting
you
really
leg swipe me.
wild.
when I would kind of like wrestle, like I would get a comment that people would say that
But you're
they
light.
feel that I'm like
You're hard.
I could lift you up and slam you down.
This is getting.
I'm good at dispersing my weight. If I got you guys down on the ground, I think I keep you down.
See, my-
I honestly think you're like solid rock. Like
Yeah.
you're a rock. Like
That's what I mean. Yeah.
you just said he was dense.
I'm rock hard.
Dense.
Oh, dense.
Yeah.
Rock hard.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I'm stupid. I'm stupid. Dense is like he's he's
bro,
hard to
I remember
move.
like one time we were in Sherrod, right?
Oh, my God.
We were football practice, and I was like going up. You had to get up and then run and hit each other. Had no problem with like everybody. Once like, Sherrod hit me,
Yeah.
I was like, that's a different type of body,
yeah,
bro.
he
Just, like,
reminds me of
dense.
Sherrod,
Yeah.
like that kind of strength.
You know, some people would look at me and go,
Yeah.
Max, you've never been in a fight, so like, you know, you don't know the best like way to handle yourself. Or that could be my biggest strength is that I'm an animal, and when I get out of my cage, bro, rare. Watch out.
I mean, I can see it.
I got a high center of gravity, so I'm going down probably pretty quick.
I would just
It'd probably be
bite
easy
your ankles, bro.
If you get my legs, I'm going down.
Have you ever thought
know
about
who
taking
I
jujitsu?
I do a
like,
single
or
leg
anything like that?
takedown.
No.
To like protect yourself?
No.
I've thought about
Just
it.
have a gun. Honestly, I'm more worried about Max's pepper spray than anything else.
I will mace you.
You know who I know for a fact I couldn't fucking take down? Russell. There's
Yeah.
no way I'm getting
No
Russell off
He's
his
a
feet.
literal bowling ball.
That's what I'm saying. Like I don't think I could even fuck fighting. Just if you said $1 million to get him off his feet, I don't think I could.
Yeah.
Like I don't think there's any world I could get him on like not on his feet.
You know who's a good grappler is Rob. Rob like tried to take down Tehran, and we were in L.A.
Rob would beat the shit out of me for sure.
But Rob couldn't even like. I mean, Tehran just like lifted Rob. And just, like, threw him over.
Hey, speaking of football, there's a random other question. Would you rather get punched in the face with
Rob is dense. That's
Yes.
another
Would you
dense
rather get
human.
punched in the face by a professional MMA fighter with no tensing, or get tackled by a professional NFL linebacker
Tackle, sure. Tackle
with
for
no
sure.
with no
Tackled,
pads?
100%
With no
tackled.
pads.
Bro, you can lift me up and throw me with the NFL. A puncher would knock you the freak out.
Yeah, but so would how's he tackling me?
As hard as he wants.
Like, are we lining up together, or can you get like
No,
a running
he's
start and I'm
running
standing
and just
still?
tackling
I would
you.
definitely choose tackle.
I think I take the punch, dude.
No.
I think,
Bro, a 300-pound fucker running full speed at you while you're not moving, like you're breaking something for sure. Think
You'll break your
if you're
face.
standing, imagine Russell full speed like spearing you while you're standing still.
A punch with,
Bro,
You're
I
gonna
wanted to
get,
be like,
like-
I would just go. Boop.
a punch with no glove?
Yes.
Ooh.
I think I would take
Bare
the
balls.
fucking. It's gonna hurt, but like I'm not gonna break.
A punch with no glove would hurt, man.
Yeah, but getting tackled by a linebacker at full speed would fuck like.
Yeah, because if he landed on you, he would break
That's
your
what I'm
collarbone.
saying, bro. Like you're
Yeah.
gonna break multiple bones
Yeah.
because you have no pads on or anything, right?
Yeah.
No
I'm
pads.
choosing
I think I'm taking the punch, man.
I'm still choosing tackle.
Who drinks the most caffeine?
Probably me.
Yeah, you're like, I'm going to limit it to like no more than 600
Bro,
a day.
Andrew Huberman has 800 milligrams a day.
That's sick, bro.
So I'm limiting mine to 400.
I've
I'm probably
always
about 400
I've
right now.
always had a hard limit at like 400. Now I probably consume like 200. I've been drinking less energy drinks. For like this week I went like 2 or 3 days with actually like no carbonation at all, and then now when I drink an energy drink, I'll drink like half of one, like, and then I have like a pre-workout, but like not like the all-out one's like 300, so I don't take all that. So I'd probably say I'm like under 300 now, but maybe around 200
Wait, is the all out ghost stuff 300 milligrams?
for the full scoop is a lot.
Because I'm more like 600 then. Because I think these are like 300, and then
That's what I'm saying. Most people are
Yeah.
higher than they think.
Yes, and a lot of things have caffeine in them that you probably
Yeah.
aren't like.
Me doing decaf helps a lot.
Yeah, how much caffeine are you having?
I don't drink any caffeine.
matcha has caffeine.
Yeah, like 60 milligrams a day, if anything.
That's
Yeah.
impressive. And you're not like tired, but you work out in the morning.
I said I'm really on that wave of like I don't need things. Like, feel
I
like I'm-
really need to start working out in the morning, man.
yeah.
He doesn't
I
need
would much
alcohol,
rather be-
caffeine, and he doesn't need to
I'm just
hold
like-
his nose anymore.
Because I'm so tired at 4 or 5, I have to take a pre-workout to work out. But if I could just go home,
No, you
and
don't.
like,
But think about that. You're saying you have to, but you
dude,
really
I am
don't.
like I could at 5 o'clock. I could get in my truck and take a nap. Like I'm ready to fall asleep.
Well,
But
maybe
I
you
also
need to
like I
change your-
think
yeah.
I need to go get tested because I think I fucked myself because I was on a large amount of TRT.
You stop cold turkey.
And I just one day was like, I'm not doing that anymore, and I've never gotten checked again. I've never been back, and it's been about a
Definitely get
year.
checked, but I think you'll be all right.
how long
don't know.
how long were you on TRT for?
About a year.
Oh,
Whoa.
yeah, you should definitely go. I thought you meant like 3 months.
No, I was
Shit.
on it a year.
Yeah,
And you just stop cold turkey?
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Okay, yeah.
yeah, because someone told me it affected fertility and like stop doing that, and I was like, okay, so I just stopped.
You need something that like reactivates your like LH and FSH to like produce natural testosterone.
know.
And you didn't do that. So like now you're just like
I mean, I
probably-
feel better now. Like,
Yeah,
I
it
feel like
probably
I'm still
gradually
like,
Probably
Yeah.
restarted fine.
yeah.
I don't know. I need to go get checked again because I'm telling you, dude, at 5 o'clock, it is. If I don't have a pre-workout or an energy drink, like there's no way. I'll go to the gym, but I'm not doing anything. Like I might as well not be there. I'm like fucking half asleep going.
you don't
through
need
my-
you need
Bro, there's
a
an-
nice
there's-
lifting partner.
I did work out a lot better when we worked out at Alphaland.
There's
but
an
I'm
alternative.
not driving that far every day.
There's an alternative to TRT. Have you heard of it? Enclomiphene?
Tren.
That's not.
Enclomiphene?
like makes you more fertile.
But it makes you more fertile by creating more natural testosterone.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so it signals your brain to block out estrogen, and it makes you produce more LH and FSH to produce more testosterone. That's what I'm taking right now.
Are there any side
My doctor
effects?
pulled me off TRT.
That might be. I think so. The doctor I'm working with, he's like, we're trying me at 100 milligram. If my test is still high, which I think it's going to be actually in the perfect level, but if it keeps staying high, then we're going to work to getting me off of it completely. And I think that's what he said.
Yeah, I like it. It's very chill. Take it in the morning, once a morning.
A pill.
One pill. I feel great. I don't have I don't feel as
It makes you
big.
extremely fertile.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm
that's what they
horny.
give people. I mean, I'm saying like that's what they give people that are having trouble having babies. They put them on that. So like you're
Yeah, I'm like
Probably need to be
and
careful.
it makes you really horny. Like I'm always wanting to have sex
nice.
Right now?
with my partner.
Okay.
Not right now.
Hey,
else you got, Max?
There's a lot, actually. What are your thoughts on sending your kids to public school?
Great question.
Now, this is coming. We all went to public school.
Yep.
I went to public school.
I went to public school.
Do you think there's a mentality that like
I went to
is
pri- I went
fine
to
to think
private.
that way, or do you go, no, you should change it? If kind of like even maybe with the vaccines, where you're kind of like, I got them. I went to public school. I turned out
Yeah,
fine.
but things have changed.
Yeah, I agree.
Public school now is not what it was when we were in public school. It's a lot more political and weird, and like there was no. I went to my entire public school life. I never once saw a book that was explaining that like men can beat women, and now like every school has like fucking.
So the
curriculum
idea
that's,
is what
like-
they learn, not for like the safety.
I mean, no, I don't. I'm not like so concerned. I also think like it matters where you live, right? It's like there's a high school in Fulshire. There's an extremely good school with a high grade rate and very low crime and everything else. If I live in the fucking downtown Houston, like I don't want my kid going to a public school in downtown Houston, but a public school in like out in the fucking country that there's only 100 kids in the whole school.
So the
like,
alternative is private or homeschooling.
I think it depends where you live. If you live in a like upscale area with a school that has good teachers and not a lot of kids, that's a completely different thing than if you're at a 8,000 kid school in downtown Houston. Like that's a whole different.
I don't see anything wrong with any of the schools like in our like Dulles,
Like
Clemens.
Sugarland, yeah, that's what I'm saying. If
it's
I
great.
live, assuming I stay in Fulshire, I'd probably have my kid go to public
So
school.
Max, I don't know if you know, I graduated from this school right here. I'm not gonna name the school because I don't want people to come here, but
What,
the
Dulles?
school, no, the private school that's right here.
Okay.
Oh wait, you did?
Yeah,
I
you
thought
didn't
you went to
know that?
Dulles.
I never knew it was here.
Yeah,
I thought you went to
I
Dulles.
left,
Yeah, yeah,
I left Dulles in 11th grade. Yeah.
Oh,
I finished my 11th grade year.
I
and
didn't
12th
know
grade.
there
I
was
didn't know that. I had a lot of friends
private
over
school
here.
here.
Yeah.
Oh,
where the
the
line
one
of
right here?
cars always is. It's
I
like
know
waiting
the
to pick people
elementary
up.
school.
It's a high school.
it's
too.
everything.
So you see that football field? That's where, like, yeah,
Oh, that's a private. Oh,
it's a private
Yeah.
high school. Yeah,
Like probably the most popular one around here.
yeah, it is. And,
yeah. No. Taylor was saying, yeah, this is like one
yeah.
of the best ones, and
Yeah.
we were over here. Yeah. Okay.
So that's where I met the people that owned your house before you. Yeah,
That's where the rich people were.
yeah,
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm saying that to
That
say
hate
that
chainsaws.
the kids, they're comparing Dulles to the school I went to. Honestly, private school was worse. Like
Really?
the kids were.
Well, yeah, because they have
bad.
money and the parents are typically
Yeah.
more
I
checked
I think
out.
the home, like, bro, I
Bro.
don't know. I feel we might, if we keep them so secluded, they might just end up being bad.
When I
Like
was
homeschooling.
Yeah.
when
think you
I
have to
was in
socialize
high
them.
school and stuff, I feel like the private, you always thought of them as like the spoiled, or they were like the more.
I'll tell you right now,
They were bad.
all of my drug dealers that I went to get drugs were at your school. That's how I met everyone from your school was because they were
kind
the
of
ones
drugs
selling
were
the
you
drugs.
taking?
I was one.
Mostly
of them. Just
weed.
kidding.
Eating
But
some
like you
weed?
go like buy some weed and it would always be a kid from that school that would be like the guy selling the drugs.
Yeah.
Because I think the rich parents were a little bit more checked out and weren't so in tune with their kids. I think if you had the money to send your kid to that school, you were maybe a little bit more. Because same with like high school parties, like all the best parties and the parents that didn't care were always the rich parents.
Yeah.
We weren't going to like the poor kid's house to fucking drink. We were going to like the super rich kid's house. to
Friends
drink.
from that school came to pick me up from Dulles in a Range Rover, bro. That was the first
Bro.
time I'd ever been in a Range Rover. I was
Yeah.
like, what the fuck?
Bro, everyone at that school lived in Sweetwater off Palmdale.
Yeah,
Like-
and their parents would be out for like a
Yeah.
month on a
And
vacation.
then, yes,
Europe,
and they would throw
you go
house
a
parties.
party. Yeah,
Yep,
like
yep.
no, I think the public
was the fucking
school
time,
kids
bro.
were the better kids.
Yeah.
I feel like homeschool at this point.
homeschool.
I think homeschool maybe.
Do you hire a teacher? You're not teaching them, right?
No, I think homeschool through
Thank God.
elementary and then maybe public for middle and high school.
Yeah.
So homeschool's like you bring a teacher and just every day they.
Or there's like nowadays there's online courses where like they can do online video courses and stuff. But
is
I
that
think
screen time?
I think that your kid's gonna like pick up the most of their like ideology in the first like through like 6th or 7th grade. I feel like if you can teach your kid what you want them to like value and like morals and stuff up until 6th grade, if I send them to high school with public, they're still going to be. I feel like at least they have that like general.
They should get that experience.
Because I feel like the indoctrination that everyone's like, oh my God, it's like the elementary schools that are like teaching little kids that there's 8 million genders and that you got to hate this, you know?
Yeah.
That's like the young kids
We just
that
have
are
to
getting
know,
like
out of
brainwashed.
all of our kids, we're definitely going to have like a probably 30-40% that like act up and like do not do what we think they're going to do.
Yes.
I vote we all drop our kids off at Max's house and you just build a little school there.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all can handle the schooling.
I was just thinking the other day, like once we go on like vacations with our family, like, with us and our kids and shit, think about how spoiled these kids are going to be.
No.
With the most luxurious like Airbnbs and this and that.
Yeah.
Bro, we didn't grow up with
Charlie's sitting in the back seat of the plane, dude.
Yeah, Charlie, you got to sit in the back of the private jet.
They're going to have the bougiest vacations ever.
Yeah, but they won't
'Cause they're gonna
know
be with us.
what-
Whose kid, assuming we all have boys,
I have a boy.
who's going to be the bully? Me and Amanda were talking about this the other day, and I feel like it might be Charlie.
Well, mine's gonna be the oldest, and you'll definitely be the strongest, and you'll definitely be the shit out of
I
your
just
kids.
feel like one of them's going to be the little shit. Like one of the kids is going to be the kid that's like fighting the other kids and like talking shit and stuff.
What if our kids do this, like 30 years from now?
That'd
Like,
be-
what if like Charlie's
take
there
over the
and
torch?
then little Shaw and little
Shaw.
little Joe and
Mine's trying to get my
Christian.
channel to 1 million subscribers still.
My dad said 30 years ago that I couldn't get to 1 million. Yeah, that's funny.
I saw on Instagram there's this guy that does like a podcast with his like 3-year-old son. So they just stand there and he
seen
like
that.
yeah, it's really cute. And the kid just like says random shit and it gets millions of views. So I guess as soon as Charlie can talk, you can replace us with
Two
Charlie.
Chainz
and-
does that.
I'll
too.
tell you, kids say the darndest things.
All right, what you got?
You know,
Are we
Is that a
starting to
movie?
say that
Is
Charlie
that a movie?
talks?
kids say the darndest things, dude. It was a TV show.
Sometimes when you make these like remarks and these lines, I just don't know what to do because I just don't.
All right, Shelly,
don't know where it comes from.
what's some advice do you think people need to hear more often?
Deep.
I have a good one if you want me to start it off.
Be content with your life.
Proud but never satisfied.
Yeah, be content with your life, or take a half. What is it? Half full perspective.
Glass half full.
Glass half full perspective. Yeah.
I heard something the other day that I thought was really good. It said like you shouldn't worry so much because if the thing that you're worrying about comes true, you have to deal with it twice. And so it's almost like there's no point in worrying because if the thing you're worrying about actually happens, you've now stressed about worrying about it, and now the thing you worried about happens, and you have to deal with it again, and you have to figure out what you're going to do that it actually happened. Whereas if you just not like be ignorant to it, but if you just don't stress and worry so much, and you're like, if these things happen to me, I will deal with them at that moment in time. So you only have to experience it once. And I was like, it's kind of a deep thought on
I like that.
on it. That's good. What do you got, Joe?
I mean, 2 that I've been trying to like live my life by now a little bit more is like value the time you got. Spend time with loved ones. Like you don't know when you're gonna. I'm trying this new thing where it's like anything that my dad wants to do, I just say yes to. Honestly, even my friends, I just say yes to because I'm like, you know, I'm not gonna regret it.
Yeah.
And if I had a second one, I'd say like the whole it gets the darkest before the day or whatever.
Darkest Before Dawn?
Yeah, that's something that I've thought about a lot recently because it was like literally in a 4-week period of time, we had a miscarriage. I lost my dog and I lost my grandma that I was very close with. And during that time, I'm like, it can't get fucking worse than this. But now I look back, it's been 2-3 months, and now I look back and I'm like, you know, like life at the time, I'm like, this is, you know, like you're so stressed out and this is the worst thing ever. But, you know, you don't think about like 3 months from now, things are gonna look up and it'll be so.
That's a good one. I felt.
I think a lot of times we stress about little shit and we think like this is the fucking end, and in reality, like it's a blip, but it, you know, keep moving forward.
Yeah, that's good.
I got mine. A ship in harbor is safe, but that's not what ships are built for.
That's true.
Yep. Got to
Spread your
fucking
wings.
get out there, man. Got to test the seas.
And the best ships are friendships and relationships.
Yeah. More so like, you know,
Like actual
push
ships.
yourself, get out there.
No, I bet, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I get it. I think not one that I've just heard super recently, but it's almost like I don't know, the aggressive, like no one gives a shit about you kind of thing, but like it's like you really gotta just realize that like a lot of people are looking out for their own best interest, and you need to just like focus on like the world that you're in and trying to be the best version of like yourself, and you can't like rely on external factors to make your life easier all the time. And like you need to just do you, and like I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, you're only here for so long. So I thought about that the other day too, of like, you know, if we're at a wedding and there's a dance floor and Amanda was like, let's go dance, I'd always be like, I don't dance, I don't do that. But in reality, like, even if I go make a fool of myself, like, what am I, you know?
I've
why am I
gotten
worried
better
about
at
what
that.
people are going to think? We're all going to be fucking dead in 50 years, 60 years.
In 100 years, like no one that we know, like everyone that knows about us, like no one will know who we are.
So why, like, people are so concerned of like, oh, I didn't put my makeup on, I can't go to the store and let people see, like, you know, who cares about anything? Just
Yeah, I went to
live life
Target
and-
naked the other day, and I said, screw
Right?
it, dude.
Yeah, I was always so bad about, like, Amanda be like, let's go dance. Even at your wedding, she's like, let's go dance. I'm like,
I still hate dancing. And
I mean, I hate it too, but it's just like, you know, why not? Like,
Here's
here's
what-
life. Worst case scenario, someone's gonna make fun of you. Who cares?
Hey, pro tip for you. This is a good one to do. You basically just get ahead of that concept, and you go one step further. And even if like you are not this type of guy, like I do it with Taylor. Like when we'll go out, like I'm literally like, hey, like let's go dance. Not because I'm like eager to want to dance, but I know because I'm like she's probably gonna say it, and if I say it first, it's a good move. It's a good move. That's power move right there. And then you get out there and you just do this little guy right here.
I really have. We're getting off topic a little bit, but I really have. I watched Yes Man with Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
Jim Carrey. And it's been about a month and a half, but I literally came out of that movie like, I'm gonna start doing that. And so far, like, I went fucking fishing. I went and played golf. Literally, if someone asked me to do something, I'm just like, okay, let's do it.
Can I have $100?
Sure. And I mean, honestly, like, if you challenge yourself to like, when someone invites you to do something or someone asks you to like do, even if it's inconvenient for you, just say yes. So far, so good. The other night, someone asked me to like meet them for dinner, and I'm like, normally I'd been like, no, I'm tired. And I was like, you know what, fuck it, and had a great dinner. It's a good time.
What'd you get?
It's a Chinese place in like Chinatown in Houston, House of Bowls. Really good.
Nice.
Chinatown's amazing. Have you always had a mustache?
Dude, I need to shave. I look like I'm homeless right now. No.
No, not because of that. I've just never noticed you with a mustache.
No, I haven't shaved since I went to Louisiana, and it's like down. I got a neck beard. I'm ready to build a PC though. I could go hang out at Micro Center and no one even. I blend in right now. I got camouflage. Also though, my mustache. Everyone there, it's a bunch of like
whoa.
fat white dudes with neck beards.
Has Stanley?
is
Does
it- what is a
Stanley
neck
have a
beard?
mustache?
This.
Like when it connects
This
to
is
your...
literally
Yeah,
when
yeah.
it just goes down, it just doesn't stop.
But
You have a
Charlie,
hairy chest?
Charlie,
Bro,
Really?
I don't know why. Yeah, Italian, I guess.
Damn.
I'm a
Do you have
hairy
hair?
motherfucker.
no, I do not have a hair
My
chest.
back. Amanda's shaved my back for
Hey,
me. Like,
Really?
Yeah.
It's
all
very
the time.
You do have hair, huh?
Hairy back.
I
Your
just
chest
started
is not
growing
hairy
hair.
now, or do you just shave
I mean,
it?
I shave it every
Yeah.
day.
Ask your question.
No, I have one hair that comes out of a mole in the back of my. I have one,
That's it?
One hair
You're
on
like
my
a
back.
little smooth baby.
My back has one hair.
I would argue you're like not a man if you don't have like hairy.
I've had the
hair.
same chest hair since I was like 17. Don't get it twisted though. Although neck beard is a description of hair that's on the neck, it's also a description of a person. Like you can be a neck beard.
What is
Typically
that?
like a fat nerdy dude living in your mother's basement.
Like he doesn't care to shave himself.
Pretty much, yeah.
I thought a
Yeah.
neck beard was like someone who's like fat that they're like they have no neck.
I
Like
guess
it
that's
connects. to,
Could
like-
make sense though. Also though, this little mustache I got going, it's fucking. There's like little red hairs in it, and now I'm like,
I have-
my kid might.
Yeah, I have.
I think I have some ginger in me.
That's all right.
I got a little ginger in me.
Fire crotch.
Last one
Don't have that.
to kind of end it out here.
I've always wanted to say that.
What is some financial advice you would give? You would have someone for the average person.
Work the shit out of yourself in your 20s. Like,
in 30s.
yeah, but 20s specifically, like fucking.
I think that's
burn that midnight.
Yeah, but bro, most people
burn
don't
it
know
all.
what they're gonna do until they're. I was watching this guy the other day that was like, most people don't settle into their career until their 30s. Like
Yeah.
most kids are just like bouncing around like hourly jobs for their
For
first.
sure, but if you're like in the mindset of like overtime, I'm going to sleep less, I'm going to
Yeah,
grind
yeah.
hard, like do that in your 20s because
Yeah.
it's harder to do in your 30s.
100%.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I would
no.
say make a fuck ton of money and buy assets and not liabilities.
That's not advice to make a lot of money. Like,
Well, I'm saying like when you do make a lot of money, buy assets. Not
or how about this?
liabilities.
Literally, what do you think? Like,
Don't
financial.
buy supercars.
Yeah, I was literally gonna say don't buy supercars,
Hey.
but I just tried to like make it sound good.
How about this? How about this? Someone with an average salary. What do you think? And
Live
not
under your means.
Not interested in being an entrepreneur.
Get a roommate, live under your means, save, and put it into accounts where you can be a millionaire by like 40, 50 years old. You can do that with a few $100 a month in a good account.
Do you think that everyone can achieve $1 million?
Yes.
Yeah.
At this stage, I think they kind of have to.
I'm
Like
like a-
saved or over their lifetimes.
I guess not before they're like kicking the bucket. Like, oh, this is like the
With
But like have
interest-
made $1 million or have $1 million in an
having $1
account?
million.
With
If you had a
interest-
401k or something, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I think a lot of times people think that like a lot of financial success, other people is like almost reserved for other people. They think like I can never get out of this like situation I'm in with like finance and stuff. And like everyone's situation's different, and people can be dealing with some real shitty stuff that I can't even like imagine, right? That have like, a lot of like just things against them. But I always like to think that whenever like you're in a bad situation, and it could be with like finances or anything, I almost like to think, do you think that like what you're going through, the situation you're in, no one on this planet has ever gone through this or more and like had a positive outcome? And if you think that you're just like, no one has ever experienced this level of down bad, financial struggle, whatever, I'm the first person ever to do it and it's not possible to recover, maybe that's a different scenario.
I mean,
but
cost
think,
of living is wild right now.
No, it is.
It's like to buy a house when you're making 20, 25 bucks an hour. It's fucking tough.
but I think people should always understand there is a light at the end, and it doesn't necessarily need to mean like tremendous wealth. But I think like having financial stability is the goal, and like being able to like afford the bare necessities and going to the grocery store and not having to stress if like you want to get something that like you want, but you're like, I don't know if I can. Like that's where I think a lot of people are like really trying to be. And I think it's just like you just have to have this mindset that it's like it's all possible, and people get into this like negative mindset that, oh, like I can never do it, you know, this shit's happened to me 24/7. Like I think that's a bad place to be at, and you gotta like change your mindset.
You know, I like what Christian said, because I'm like, I think with social media, a lot of these young people now, social media is all fake, but they see it as like, oh, if I don't have a Lambo in my 20s,
Yes.
I'm a failure.
You know, like, or even this, like, it's like the new mentality now of like, don't work any extra than you have to, fuck corporate America. And it's like the mentality of putting these kids like, you should be taking vacations and you shouldn't be expected to work overtime. And it's like, I think in your 20s, you should
do
put
all of
yourself
it.
through fucking torture. And if your fucking company's offering a, you know, I saw something the other day where they were like, stop putting money in your 401k. Like that could be money that you're using for like your car or whatever. And it's like, no.
you
Like,
definitely, yeah.
if your employer is matching it at all, like you should be doing max contributions every
Yeah.
month. And it's like, why wouldn't you? And the argument's like, well, I want to go to dinner. I want to have a nice dinner once a month. And it's like, yeah, but like I think in your 20s, like just shut the fuck up, eat the ramen noodles, and build up a couple $100,000 in your 401k.
I think you always got to think like your future self is more important than like your current self. Like take care of your current self, but like future version of you want that person to be like, thank you so much. And like whether it's entrepreneur or just working at a job, like anything you can possibly do to make extra money, make more money at the current place you're at, like sacrifice like aspects of your social life, like a lot of these things which sound bad, but I mean, even on like YouTube, I mean, I was working a job, you know, working a job, making 4 videos a week, starting every 4. Like I couldn't do anything else besides work, right? And like it was enjoyable what I was doing, but like I think absolutely in your 20s, like you need to, you know, I guess suffer is a big word, but like suffer because like you're gonna thank yourself in your 30s. Like you are going to thank yourself that you did all that, like tremendously.
Yeah.
Tremendously. Because life's gonna hit you real hard, and it's gonna get, I mean, I literally talked about this in my YouTube video today, kind of like with health or even just like investments. It's like you're gonna be kicking yourself because you know as you get older that you should have started sooner, and that's gonna keep like compounding and hit you in a negative way, and then you're just going to be so far down the river that it's going to be so hard to like swim back upstream because you just never started, or you cared too much about X, Y, and Z and not about like future version of yourself.
That was good.
You got to. What'd you think of this pod?
That was it? No more?
No, I got a family lunch to go to. Going to Rumi's.
Never been.
It's really good. It's like an upscale Persian spot. The vibe of it, like the aesthetic
Oh,
of
the
it.
one in Galleria?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice.
It's
We
real nice.
we went and looked at a wedding venue. We're still, I'd say we're 50-50 right now if we want to just do a very small, like 20-person thing up in Colorado, or if we want to do the 200-person.
You said in like February or March?
Yeah.
Bro, there's no way you can have a wedding
Yeah.
from now in
They
February.
they said they had a wedding yesterday. They planned in 30 days.
2026.
Yeah.
So when you-
They're very confident. They said as long as we get them 90 days, they can do everything.
You got to, other people got to plan for it too.
Everyone I would invite lives here. I don't really have any like out of town friends. I mean,
That's crazy.
When are you going to the courthouse?
Well, first off, we need to decide if we want. And I literally told Amanda, I was like, "Do you want a 200-person wedding or do you want a swimming pool? Because they're about the same price." So when I put it that way, she's like, "Cool." Like, okay. Like,
What do you want?
you know?
Is it just what she wants? Or
Yeah,
like,
I think I just want
Yeah.
her to be happy. I could go either way. I think it'd be really cool to have. I mean, like, no offense to y'all, but like, if we do a 10-person wedding in Colorado, y'all probably aren't invited. It'd probably just be parents and siblings. Like, I think I would like to have all of y'all be at my wedding, and like, you know, all of my extended family and my grandfather and all that. It'd be cool to have them all there. So part of me wants the big wedding, but part of me also is like, dude, just fucking go get married on top of a mountain and then maybe have a nice dinner here to like
Hey,
celebrate or
I
something.
will say,
Well, hold up.
whatever-
You did a big wedding and you did a big wedding. In hindsight,
Worth it.
it was the
Yeah.
best day of my life.
okay. Well, there you go.
It was great having everyone. I mean, and you're doing it for the other people. Like, you're doing it like
Yeah.
when you have your wedding, especially like maybe you can attest. Like, bro, you have to like watch back the video. It was a blur. Like, you can't. You almost think like you blacked out during the entire thing. But like, it was just I look back and like it was. I'm so glad that we did it. No, it's going to cost more than like you think it's going to cost. But regardless of what you do, I'm excited for you. But I will say I would love to be at your wedding. I would love, but whether
Well,
you
maybe we do like a 25-person thing in Colorado.
I think that sounds good.
But the other problem is then we have to push everything back because there's snow on the ground until fucking April. So we'd have to maybe do like June or
It's
something.
already snowing in Alaska. I just got a photo.
Yeah.
Damn,
My dad's in
that's
Vail
crazy.
and it snowed yesterday.
It was cooler today, this morning when we woke up.
it's great.
So I got to plan. If we're going to do Colorado, I kind of have to plan around like the seasonal thing.
I'm not saying if you do in Colorado, like you have to invite us, but I'm excited to potentially be at the wedding.
I like the venue we went and looked at is in Fulshire, which is kind of out of the way for a lot of people, but awesome venue, super nice, big open bar. I mean, it would be a really good time to do it there. Like, it would be a very nice.
You don't realize whenever I was stressed about Fulshire, about like people coming to like y'all like coming to the pod when like once move out there, I was like, Joe drives out here every
Yeah,
single
I'm a
week.
good man.
How long?
My house to here is like 38.
40.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a great time. Joe's getting married real soon. It's gonna be real exciting.
Maybe.
Charlie, end out the podcast. Say that outro, dude.
Eat some more sour strips. Buy Alpha Land or buy Alpha League.
It's
buy,
the whole thing. It's for
buy
sale.
3D.
Christian's like, well, depending on the deal.
make Joe do some more YouTube videos. Buy Anaka. Buy sour strips. Ever forward. See you guys next time.
Yup.
That was good.
Hey,
was good, right?
hey, this week, can we do it during the week?
Yeah. I think
Like
I'm
a
going to be
Thursday?
Can we go play golf?
Yes.
I'm down to golf.
We do the whole podcast on the golf field.
That'd be sick. Mic up the golf carts.
Be sweating our
Yeah,
ass
I'm
off.
not editing that.